than it is, all right?
Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing. Test your mic. I see your mic's off.
Testing, testing.
All right, what's up, everyone? Welcome to FB Sports. Being joined by Bob. It's really fucking late over here in New York. It's rainy, too. It took a long time to set this up, right, Bob?
It is indeed past pumpkin o'clock, but I think that for this special occasion, we can persist into the wee hours.
All right, so we're going to be doing some play-by-play of the highlights of the fight because it seems like a lot of people scored this fight really weird.
I mean, they scored it through the bottom of their pint glass is really what
possibly.
I think happened.
It's really weird the way people are scoring this. We had this as an extremely clear win for Usyk. There's people out there saying that it was a draw, that it was they're saying it's a completely that it was very competitive. I don't really think it was really competitive. It was just very I guess it was kind of competitive, I guess you could say, but with all the illegal blows and all that, that's kind of what probably made it.
It's only competitive if you don't know how to score the sport of boxing.
Yeah. I mean,
if you are scoring slaps, low blows, and showboating, then yeah, it would have been a competitive fight. But if you're actually only scoring shots that count within the rules of the sport, then it actually was pretty one-sided. And you're also not drunk. That's a factor.
Yeah, it is. I mean, to me, it was competitive, but it was dominant. It was a competitive, dominant win for Usyk. I'm going to show our scorecard right now. All right, that's the rules. Sorry about that. Here's our scorecard from the night of the fight. I mean, we had Usyk winning basically every single round in this fight. I mean, Fury was throwing just a gang of illegal blows, a lot of backhands. I mean, backhands aren't scored. Arm punches are not scored. Low blows are not scored. Headbutts are not scored. I mean, what was he really landing? I mean, he landed basically a handful of hard right hands and a very short, a very limited amount of uppercuts. He didn't really land.
He mostly landed shots to Usyk's testicles.
Yeah, the dominant fighter on the forward foot was Usyk throughout the entire fight from beginning to end, pretty much. I think Fury had one round in there where he pressed forward, and this was after a gang of illegal blows. So it's and I think that was the 6th round. As you can see, we gave him the 6th. Why? Because he did well. But guess what? Even in that round, he was throwing just loads of low blows.
Yeah.
And I still, I was very reluctant to give him that round. But, I think he was the one who landed the majority of the punches that round. But he mixed in a bunch of low blows.
And even if you looked at their own, the tail of the tape kind of a deal where they're doing their punch stats and their punch counters, Usyk was significantly overlanding Fury, even in their own stats. So I don't understand how we are here. And I do think that there is this weird trend in what is allegedly a sport where people like to give benefits of the doubt. If you're in a position where you're having to give the benefit of the doubt, the person you're trying to give the benefit of the doubt to lost. Period. Leave no questions. That's how it must be.
Let me see. I got to see if our audio is too high. Give me one moment. All right, so it's good. All right. So we're going to be going over, we're going to try to get away with looking at some of the highlights of this fight because there's a lot of people online that have put together highlights. So we're going to go and analyze that because the stuff that's coming out after this fight, I just find really surprising. It's people are saying this was a very close fight. No, I don't think it was at all. Like I said, it was just a competitive, dominant performance for Usyk. And most of the main reason it was competitive was because of the low blows and the cheating of Fury. Fury was not fighting a fair fight. He was throwing headbutts, loads of low blows. He was grabbing the ropes and throwing punches while holding the ropes.
Holding the back of Usyk's head and throwing punches.
He was throwing rabbit punches. I mean, people are scoring they're just scoring all this illegal shit. But people that you don't understand that if it's an illegal blow, you don't count it. That's it. This is why it was very easy to score this fight. I got pissed off when I watched it because of all the illegal stuff, but it was extremely easy to score this fight. And when it comes to rounds one, so Usyk all day. He won basically every single round in the fight. I could, and I said when we did our telecast, our live play-by-play, I told people I knew people were going to do this. I knew they were going to say, "Oh, that he won these rounds and this and that." And I had said in the telecast that I could maybe give Tyson Fury another 2 or 3 rounds, and then I said that's because if that was going by the way the public was seeing it, because I knew they were going to see these arm punches, the punches are landing on the arms, the backhands that Fury was throwing, and then you got your showboating and all that. There was a couple of rounds where he threw a lot of punches, but they were all, for the most part, illegal or not. They were not clean and effective. Yep. So you don't count them as if they are clean and effective. All right, so we're going to look at some items here. First of all, we're going to go over some of the rules of the sport because I think a lot of people really don't know them. They kind of like score. Really, people don't score this sport, do they? They just kind of watch.
They go off vibes.
They pick a fan. They pick a dude that they like, and then he smiles, and they're like, "Oh, he's winning on clean, effective smiling," right? Oh, look at Tyson Fury. He's a little clown. Look at him dance around, right? Okay, so. Give me 1 second. I have oh Lord, I just stepped out of my documents here. All right. Okay, give me 1 second. We're going to be showing some shit here. Right, Bob?
Indeed we are.
Okay. So how was your day, Bob? Good day? Good day?
It was a good day. It was hot though. Goodness
it's
gracious.
scorching out here today.
And it's not like it's just dry. It's that particular type of humid heat where it just feels like the air weighs about 800 pounds.
All right, we're going to go over, these are the rules. These are Marcus of Queensberry rules. Queensberry, as I say. It says boxers are prohibited from hitting below the belt, holding, tripping, pushing, biting, spitting on, or wrestling their opponent. Boxers typically wear shorts or trunks with the waistband raised, so the opponent is not allowed to strike the groin area. Did I skip over anything? Trunks with the waistband raised, so the opponent... All right, so you see here, a lot of people don't understand this. Your trunks need to be under, like realistically, they need to be under your belly button. They shouldn't be over your belly button because now you don't know what is a legal and non-legal blow. The padding is supposed to be on your groin, not on your stomach, not on a scoring zone. It's supposed to be on your groin. This is why I was laughing when we did our telecast because Fury looked like, what did he look like, Bob? He looked like a flower or something, right? He looked like he was wearing a hula skirt or something. Like he looked ridiculous.
He looked like an upside down dandelion.
Yeah, he was trying to look like, yeah, exactly. He looked like a damn dandelion. Like I called it out. I'm like, dude, his trunks are up to his fucking nipples. And
that is the official Tyson Fury trouser styling, right? He always wears his trunks up in outer space.
Yeah,
because he's soft to the body. So he's like, well, if I just put my belt there, no one can punch me there.
He literally is soft to the body. And I called this out in the video. Remember we did a video a few months ago. We called it Urkelgate. And we pointed out how high Fury's trunks are. They're high all the time. They're illegally high. Because really now you're punching him in scoring zones, and he has a groin protector over his over scoring zones. It's like almost up. It's over his ribs.
Yes.
This groin protector. So
I mean, it's taking grandpa pants to a whole new.
Yes, exactly. Let's say grandpa
height.
Pants. Okay, so it says a waistband raised, so the opponent is not allowed to strike the groin area. So remember what they say here. It says area, groin area. A lot of people think it's the penis. If you don't punch him in the cock and balls, then it doesn't count. This is what they think. But it's in your groin. Anything underneath your belly button is pretty much a groin shot, right? If it's on your hips, if it's the area around your wiener.
Well, I think instead of hips, it's more like that area between the bottom of your belly button and the top of your pelvis.
Yes. So I would think they say borderline shot. A borderline shot to me would be on your belly button.
Yeah.
Right on it. That would be a borderline shot. Mm-hmm. All right, so...
Or on the top of your thigh. Like in the adjacent to...
Anything across that area. But it would be, like I'm saying, it would be like if you drew a line from where your belly button is, you punch right in between that border. That would be called That would be like a borderline shot, right?
I mean,
a lot of times they excuse that, but when you watch this fight, Fury's literally he's punching like away. He's punching.
He's doing an uppercut to the testicles.
Yeah, Fury's either punching in the groin or he's punching right in the dick. Like he's doing both. He's doing groin shots and dick shots, and sometimes hip. I mean, he threw a lot of illegal blows in here from what I remember.
But if we look at Fury's career, this is like directly out of the Fury playbook. If he gets frustrated, he resorts to the illegal tactics and tries to utilize his size and his willingness to showboat even in situations where he's actually hurt to his benefit. Like, this is what he does in every single fight.
All right, so let's read the rest of this. All right, so where was I? All right, so this is area. Okay, they are also prohibited from kicking, headbutting. I mean, Fury knows all about headbutting. He landed, I think, about 4 or 5 of them in this fight. He even cut Usyk in the 12th, I think, with a headbutt. No one said anything about it. The ref said nothing. I'm seeing all these different videos with Teddy Atlas and all these big mouths in the sport. Even these influencers on YouTube and all this bullshit. Nobody's calling out the low blows and the headbutts and the fact that Fury's grabbing the ropes and throwing punches. I mean, he's just fucking cheating all day right in front of your face. All right, so there's no headbutting or striking with any part of the arm other than the knuckles of a closed fist. Keep in mind, Fury was throwing tons of backhands with an open hand. You're not supposed to throw backhands, period. If the referee sees you throw one of them, you don't even have to land it, and there's a warning. It's completely illegal in the sport. And then it says here, they are prohibited as well from hitting the back of the head / neck. A lot of people punch fighters in the back. You ever notice this? They punch in the back. You're not supposed to punch a fighter anywhere on their back. And then, obviously the back of the head and the back of the neck, commonly called the rabbit punch, or the kidneys. We see kidney punches all the time in boxing. People don't even call this out. I remember seeing the Ryan Garcia fight with Devin Haney, and this he got a full-on kidney punch barrage going on. No one said anything. They were actually, I remember Sergio Mora was actually saying that these were great body punches. Remember that, Bob? Mm-hmm. All right, so you got the kidney punches. They are prohibited from holding the ropes for support when punching. So this is what Fury did. He was holding the ropes while punching. Remember that, Bob?
Yep.
That's illegal. And I bet you a lot of people were scoring those punches, whatever punches he landed while doing that. That gives you extra leverage. That's been outlawed in the sport forever, obviously. This is the Marcus of Queensberry rules. When did this start? In the 1800s?
I think late
Yeah, but this is the revised one, I think. But I don't remember exactly when this happened. But this has always been the case. You're not supposed to punch, I think, while you're holding damn ropes. Holding the opponent. Wait, let's see here. Ropes for support when punching. Holding an opponent while punching.
Which he did. He held behind Usyk's head and punched in his face multiple times.
And this is the big one Floyd likes to do. Right here. He likes it. It says ducking below the level of the opponent's belt. This is a common thing that Floyd Mayweather would do in basically every single fight. It's crazy how the rules of the sport have completely been twisted. Right? Guys just do whatever the fuck they want. They make up their own damn rules. That's why it's infuriating when I watch it. It's like, how do we judge the sport when everyone's fucking cheating? I think we actually have people right now scoring illegal blows. Like, what the fuck are you thinking? What is this? Opponent's belt? Oh, let me see. I might have to lower this a little bit. It sounds kind of loud. Okay. Okay, where am I? I keep losing my place. Fighting.
While punching below the belt of the opponent. A clinch, a defensive move in which a fighter wraps his arms around those of the opponent and holds on to create a pause, is broken by the referee. Each fighter must take a full step back before punching again.
All right. You want to finish this?
I can.
Okay, go ahead.
Alternatively, the referee may direct the fighters to punch out of the clinch. When a boxer is knocked down, the other boxer must immediately cease fighting and move to the furthest neutral corner of the ring until the referee is either ruled a knockout or called for the fight to continue. However, once a fighter is knocked down, the referee must count to 8 seconds before the fight can continue.
Well, you see what they have here is that if you read that, it says that when directed by the ref. So you see a lot of times it seems like what do you call it? The crazy people are running the insane asylum. This is what it looks like in boxing.
The inmates are running the asylum.
Yeah, the inmates are running the insane asylum because it clearly says here that the referee instructs you to break out of the clinch. Because once a clinch is initiated, the fighter has to hold it, and then the referee breaks it up. That's what happens.
Or the referee tells you to fight it out.
If you're instructed to fight out of it. What you're seeing right now when you look at Tyson Fury or a lot of these different fighters, is they're getting into these clinch battles where they're grabbing each other, hooking behind the head, uppercut, the body shot. And, it's just a mess of clinch fighting, right? Now, there's a big difference between, like, you look at, like, what they call Mexican style, where the guys go forehead to forehead, and they don't hold each other. They just kind of get real close, and they start loading up, right? They're hitting a body shot, left hook, the right hook to the body, left hook to the head, and they're just hitting each other. They're not, like, hooking, grabbing one arm, wrapping around the body and throwing uppercuts, They're not doing that. So it's just kind of interesting that this is stated this way, and this is the rules. These guys are not supposed to be having these battles like that unless the referee's saying punch out of the clinch, right? All right. Where was I? You finish it, Bob.
I did.
Oh, it's over already?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so that's the whole thing. At the end is the 8 count. All right, we got that. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off. We have also we got some history about the backhands here. We'll go over real quick. Hopefully I can find the link. Let me see. Give me one moment. Give me one moment, please. Hopefully I find this shit. All right, so our last dragon music is over. What do you think of that, Bob? You think that's interesting?
I do. I think it's important for, if we're going to have a conversation about what happened in this fight, we all have to understand what the rules are, because otherwise, people will think, oh, well, you're biased, you don't like Fury, you do like Fury, whatever. It's like, no, these are literally just the rules of the sport. And if you don't like them, then don't play in the sport. Like, I don't know what to tell. I don't know what to tell you. It doesn't make any sense to me to decide you're going to professionally engage in a sport and then you're like, well, but I don't like the rules, so I'm not going to follow them. That seems very silly decision to me. It's
also really silly the fact that the fans go along with this. They just don't give a shit what the rules are. And then there's people like me, and there's loads of people out there who actually care about the integrity of the sport. Because if we don't follow any of the rules, then what the fuck's the point? They might as well just be throwing elbows, kicks, and all of that. Let's just make boxing MMA.
We could just watch street beefs.
Let's just have MMA without takedowns, right? Okay. All right, so we got, let me see if I can get this internet link to work. This is the history about backhands. I'm going to lower this music. Give me one moment.
We're going to put that on a t-shirt and also a baseball cap. Give me one moment.
All right, so, Bob, do you see my cursor?
I do.
All right. I got to just see if I can scroll this. All right, there you go. All right, Bob, read it.
When it comes to the intense world of boxing, where strategy and technique can make or break a match, there's a question that often sparks debate. Can you backhand in boxing? This article will delve into the complexities of backhand strikes in boxing, explore their legality, and if it's not legal, what is the potential repercussions for those... That's grammatically incorrect. What are the potential repercussions for those who dare to break the rules? Boxing operates under a strict set of rules, with closed fists being the only approved method of attack. Although using backhand remains firmly outside the boundaries and considered a foul by the rule, why is this the case? The reason lies in the potential harm it can cause. An open-handed strike like a backhand increases the risk of causing serious injuries like slashing cuts and damage to the eye. Furthermore, using a backhand is viewed as an unsportsmanlike and against the principles of fair competition and respect that lie at the heart of the sport. There is a reason inappropriate comments are called backhand comments after all. This was very grammatically incorrect, but...
That's interesting. I was thinking that the other day about a backhand compliment.
Yeah.
Right.
A backhanded comment, it's underhanded, it's deceitful, it's dishonest on its face.
All right, you want me to move it a little?
Sure.
All right,
Interestingly, there was a time when backhand strikes were considered acceptable in the boxing ring. However, this changed in the early 1900s when a significant shift occurred. The organizations overseeing boxing recognized the dangerous nature of backhand strikes and chose to outlaw them. This pivotal decision marked a turning point reflecting the sport's dedication to the safety and overall well-being of its participants. So what happens when a fighter decides to challenge the ban on backhand strikes? The consequences can be serious. Referees are vigilant in upholding the rules, allegedly. And a fighter attempting a backhand strike is likely to face consequences. Depending on the referee's judgment, a warning might be issued, followed by deductions of points that could significantly affect the outcome of the match. In more severe cases, a fighter might even be disqualified, instantly nullifying their efforts. As we conclude our exploration of the contentious backhand in boxing, we've unearthed the rationale behind its prohibition, delved into its historical evolution, and shed light on the possible aftermath for those tempted to employ it. So can you execute a backhand strike in boxing? The clear answer is no, and for very valid reasons. As you watch the next boxing match, remember the intricate rules that govern this venerable sport, ensuring its preservation and the safeguarding of its fighters.
All right, people. So if backhands are illegal to this level, then why is Tyson Fury able to throw mostly 90% of his supposed jabs were backhands? This is why I didn't count them. You know that, right? People need to learn how to score this sport. Because me and Bob over here, we know to score this sport pretty well. Been doing it for a long time. People are scoring backhands because this is what Tyson Fury was doing. You know the infamous floppy glove they always talk about? One of the reasons for that is the fact that he's flicking his hand out. He's flicking out backhands. Most fighters, you don't see a floppy glove because they don't throw punches like that. They're illegal. You cannot throw punches like that in boxing. No one noticed that he was flicking that glove out like that. He was like flicking his hand out with it. He was throwing backhands. All right, so what do you think of that, Bob?
I mean, I think a 300-pound galoot flinging a backhand into your eyeballs, it could blind you, which ends your career. I mean, not everybody's as fortunate as Michael Bisping to like get a sneaky glass eye and then hope no one notices.
Yes, exactly. All right, so we're gonna be watching the highlights of this fight. Hopefully, YouTube doesn't put us in a grave, right, Bob?
Fuck YouTube.
Fuck you, Cylinder. They just don't like free speech. This channel really is a KO. Just had to say that, right? I just had to say that.
Let's not have foreshadowing here, okay?
All right, but before we go into watching the play-by-play, we have an advertisement here. Oh wait, did I just put that over there, Bob?
You sure did.
Okay, just give me 1 second.
No.
We don't exactly believe in this message, but do you agree with this message, Bob?
I haven't seen this message. I don't know whether or not I agree with it.
All right. We're going to go into this message. You people tell us if you agree or not, all right? And if you don't agree, or if you agree, you're a fucking chauvinist pig, aren't you? Aren't you? What do you think of that, Bob?
It sounds like whether you agree or not, you're a chauvinist pig.
Yeah, either way, if you agree that this is a good thing.
I mean, that actually makes it very low stakes. It's a foregone conclusion.
Oh, whatever. Let's see our small screen. Let's see if it's on there. All right, here we go. Oh, is that working? I don't hear any audio.
Oh, this coffee is criminal.
Honey, you killed the petunias.
Then you admit it. Your coffee really is murder.
Papa Eddie, my coffee, it's murder. It's either too bitter or too weak.
Try Folgers. Never bitter, never weak, always nice and rich.
Why do I feel this is too low?
Coffee is mountain grown.
Mountain grown?
Like the sign says. Mountain grown for richer flavor. Mountains is where the best coffee comes from.
Well, all right.
You know, it's a crime not to have delicious coffee like this all the time.
We will, now that I've discovered the mountains. Ooh.
Folgers Coffee, mountain grown for richer flavor.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
All right, so he loves her now. She made him the perfect cup of coffee.
You know, it's a crime.
Listen, coffee is serious business. You could ruin someone's day if you give them a shitty coffee.
So he loves her now. Remember to subscribe to FGTV. It is the greatest channel known to man. I hope you know that. Some things really need to change around here, don't they, Bob? Do they?
I don't know. Do they? I don't think we drink Folgers, though. So
I've said it before. Wait, what's going on? My headset's all messed up. All right, people, remember to subscribe to FGTV. It is the greatest channel known to man. We're trying to change our viewer count. And by that, I mean our subscribers. We need to get at least 1 million of them by the end of this year. It's going to happen. I can feel it. What do you guys think of the poster? I made it myself. It's what I do. Right, Bob?
You sure do.
All right, so is your
I don't
phone
know
working,
why
Bob?
I just had a really hard time saying you sure do. I can enunciate. I don't know what just happened.
All right, Bob, there's some comments in the comment section. You want to read that? You have your phone?
No.
No? All right. So I'm going to give Bob, I'm going to show Bob the comments so she can read. People are probably cursing us out over here.
Probably.
That's probably what they're doing. Okay,
We're
I'm going to turn the
despicable
monitor to Bob.
rapscallions.
Okay, Bob. You tell me if the cursor's on the screen so that I can scroll through it. We got a weird setup here today. Okay.
All right, you want to go to the top of the
All right,
chat?
All right, we're gonna go. We're gonna show it on the screen. Oh, let's see. Is that the? Give me 1 second, people. I'm sorry. I just gotta fix this. I'm gonna show the chat right now. It's probably a weird way to show it. People probably don't do it this way. How do I?
Well, how people do it, how they do it, and fuck them.
Wait, how do I even see this?
I don't know.
Oh,
there
it
you
is.
go.
All right, there you go. All right,
Why don't you
here's the
roll
chat.
up to the top of the chat?
Okay, hi. Can you see my cursor?
No.
Okay, we're gonna try to use my cursor to get to the top of
Now
the
I
chat.
can.
Okay, there you go.
You did not get to the top of the chat.
We're gonna have to fix this one day so I can actually. I don't know how to use my cursor. Bob's gonna need her own mouse because I can't scroll.
Just, no. Click into the chat.
All right, right now I'm trying to scroll on the chat. I can't see anything. This is why we need a setup like this. I had to get another screen closer to me so I can actually use my eyeballs. Eyeballs aren't as good as they used to be. All right, Bob. Here's the chat. It's in there. Okay, there you go. There, Bob has the
All right,
chat
so we've
now.
got Sergeant in the chat. Hello, hello. Jay Wills in New Jersey. Very nice.
Yeah,
You're
what's
not
up?
too far from us, I don't think. I had it like one judge, 115, 112 for usyk. All right. You only gave your... Yeah, we don't score illegal shots.
No, we don't. They're not scored.
The left to the body was clean. Yeah, Sergeant, I mean, he did definitely land a few shots. I'm not saying that he landed literally nothing. But landing a few good shots here, there, and everywhere, but not doing it consistently and mostly landing illegal shots is really not going to win you the fight, right? Fury's trunks look like a baby diaper. Yes.
They really did.
Got to get grimy sometimes. Purnell did that as well.
No,
yeah, I mean,
no,
inside
no.
fighting is legitimate.
You cannot
but
go outside the rules like that.
holding the ropes and punching your opponent, hooking behind your opponent's head and then punching him in the reproductive organs. I mean, none of those things are legal. And doing this backhand bullshit is also not legal.
He basically illegal himself into the fight, into a fight he was clearly getting owned in. Maybe I got to give you a mouse and you can scroll around.
Hello, Stavi, hashtag CBD, or CDB, I'm sorry. Let the referee figure. Oh, I think that you're talking about when we were talking about the clinch. You need a real man, Hun Bun.
Yeah.
I don't know who you're talking about there.
Yeah. He's talking about me. He's saying I'm not a real man. You have no idea, bro.
I guess. I don't know.
You have no idea.
It's very strange.
I'm very
Holyfield
real.
Hopkins, all dirty, all great. Yeah, dirty boxing is dirty boxing, but dirty boxing does not break the rules of the sport.
Yeah,
There's a difference
dirty
between
boxing,
inside fighting, dirty boxing.
It's just insane how people are okay with breaking the rules. You break the rules, it's not scored. If you throw a backhand, it's not scored.
Yeah.
If any referee that's scoring backhands doesn't know what the fuck they're doing, and they should be fired from their job because they're not going with the rules of the sport.
They're not protecting their fighters.
That's like the equivalent of hitting a guy with a headbutt and they score it. They're like, that's a scoring blow. Of course it's not. It's an illegal blow. Right?
Keep your mouse. Stop moving it so fast.
I
There.
can't see it.
Scroll down. There you go. Bob, that's interesting. I don't know what was interesting. I always wondered how... Bisping, I have no idea. I think that they just were like, you're close to the end of your career. We're going to just let you ride off into the sunset.
Michael Bisping was a bigger star than what people thought. He was a big star in the UK. That's why there's no way he passed those tests. Yeah. They let him slide through in order to make that money. That's what they did.
All right, scroll down.
Okay. All right, so
Jack the Ripper says it was rigged. Do you think Fury will... Jay Will's asking, do you think Fury will come in heavier for the rematch? Probably, because his fatness didn't save him this time.
The big thing I thought of when I was thinking of this fight was I always thought that Usyk was going to knock him out or TKO him. I said it a million times. I picked him to be TKO'd in the 8th or 9th, and he should have been.
Yeah.
They saved him.
Sergeant saying most refs don't call it. That is correct. If you don't do your job, you shouldn't have a job, period.
Exactly.
You fuck up enough times. Like, realistically, when you think about this, these rules exist because it is to protect the fighter.
Like
so
Bob,
if you
like
are
what
not
Bob
protecting
just
the
read.
fighter,
Bob
why
just
are you
read
there?
that thing. Bob just read said that in the past, backhands were a norm, and there was a big problem with them. Fighters were being seriously injured, so they stopped. They outlawed them. And what people don't know is you simply just throw a backhand, and that's automatically a foul. And if you do it, Fury's literally throwing barrages of backhands. If you see him, he's pawing out. Like, you know how a guy will pump a jab? He pumps backhands.
He pumped his backhand.
He pumps backhands. This is why you see his floppy glove. People are all weirded out by that, but he's throwing backhands.
Jay Will is commenting on the Bradis-Opataya fight. I had no idea that Bradis was inactive for 22 months. Jesus. I mean,
what happened
give him
to him?
more. Bradis is the Maris Bradis that you kept calling Marius.
No, the guy that almost got a robbery win. Bradis was the one who almost got the robbery
Bradis
win.
was the one who lost.
Yeah, they were trying to build it up
guy.
for Bradis. Remember that? Yeah, I remember. They were building it for him.
I wasn't listening to the commentators. So
I mean, we saw it at the end when we saw the because we watched the fight. It was a very clear fight. We were bored by it. We were making fun of it the whole time because Bradis was so clearly losing. Right? Remember that, Bob?
Yeah,
remember?
But
it was a co-main event. It was a co-main event.
But given the fact that he was inactive 22 months, I mean, that doesn't really say anything tremendous about Opataya.
He's also an old man. He's older. But the thing is that Bradis looked like garbage in that fight.
Jay Will's asking if we have Usyk getting a stoppage in the rematch.
Yes. I didn't finish what I was saying before. When I was thinking about this Usyk Fury fight, I didn't know what the approach of Fury was going to be. Is he going to come in and try to be the wrestler or the boxer? I feel like he tried to get like a middle ground, right? He came in kind of lighter, but not light enough. And he didn't come in heavy enough. So for the rematch, it's the same story. What is he going to do? Is he going to come in a big, giant, fat fuck? And the thing is, if he comes in a big, fat fuck, it might be even worse for him because he's going to be more sluggish, and most likely Usyk won't take it to him. He'll become the matador, and he'll do what I thought he was going to do, which is let Fury come in and use his lateral movement and just pick him apart. I don't think Usyk will even be really touched in a rematch. I think the reason why Usyk was eating all these low blows and, you know, some right hands and uppercuts is because he was coming straight in. I mean, I kept saying it in the telecast, he was fighting like Chisora. Like he was like a brawler. And obviously he has the faster hands, and he's just a better puncher than Fury is. Not to say he punches harder, which I think he kind of does. He's more pinpoint accurate. Right? He hits you right on your spot. He hits you right in your chin. That's what rocked Fury. He threw that big left hook, bam, right on the chin. You know, he's not like Wilder. Wilder throws a hit you in the temple, in the head, that kind of thing. You know, Usyk hits you right there, right in the spot. So he's pinpoint accurate, and he also has he's got really fast hands. His hands are much faster than Fury's. Better combination puncher. And his feet are definitely faster, even though he didn't use his footwork the way he usually does. He did do some lateral movement in order to avoid that uppercut that that was really Fury's only weapon in the fight, was that uppercut. But again, it was Usyk was allowing him to have that. Also, Usyk wasn't feinting. He was barely throwing feints in this fight. But we're gonna be watching some of the fight. We're gonna be watching some of the fight so that we can kind of judge these punches. Kind of like see, so you guys can kind of understand what we're talking about when we say that the people are judging illegal blows. And you're not supposed to judge illegal blows. For example, if a fighter hooks his arm around another fighter's head and just starts hooking away with uppercuts, Three Stooges style, those punches are not supposed to be counted. Those are illegal blows. All right, can you see that, Bob?
Yeah, Jay. Well, I saw that he said he lost because the opponent's country is at war, and that is just such a hideous and disgusting underhanded thing to do.
He's trying
like to... It's one thing to say you don't agree with the decision, but to completely negate the effort that Usyk made,
he's an illusionist.
And just say, it's because Ukraine is at war. Like, you're a piece of shit.
He
man.
needs
you have no ethics. You have no
yes
backbone. Like, you're not a man. Like, sorry,
well, what
you're
he's
not
doing,
a man.
well,
I've seen more.
Okay.
I've seen more masculine in the classical sense.
I've seen more masculine men in the
boxers.
I've seen more masculine men in the ladies' bathroom.
Probably, but that could also be a literal thing.
It could be.
But it's just such an underhanded.
It's the female
thing to
penis.
Do. You could almost say it's a backhanded thing to do.
It is really. I mean, it was, but what it was is that he's got a bunch of dumbass fanboys that were crying, and he wants to build up the rematch, so they're gonna come and tune in. It's the same thing with like the egg weights, where they came up with this whole theory about how Fury has some shit in his gloves and that kind of thing. And this is all to build up the rematch, but
to be honest, I don't think there needs to be a rematch.
I don't think Fury wants a rematch.
I don't think that there was
actually
anything left in question.
There really
Usyk was like half his size.
He was much smaller, yes.
He was so much smaller. He had literally the entire world voting against him. The ref was protecting that giant, hairless treasure troll, and he still got it done. So right. I don't know what we need to see again. This is one of those things where I'm just like, I don't care about a rematch, honestly. I don't think there needs to be one.
All right, people. This episode of Foo Sports has been brought to you by the Hug Team. Floyd Mayweather's Hug Team. This hug's for you.
Yeah, Jay, well, I heard that there was another Ukrainian fighter win. And again, like, I don't really care that he's from Ukraine. I don't think that's immediately relevant to the sport of boxing, but it is pretty cool that there's a renaissance happening over there, apparently.
Where?
We've got 3 champion Ukrainian fighters.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of an interesting thing.
I was saying that the other day. It's sort of like the Argentinians, how they had their run, right?
Sergeant wants to know who you have, Virgil versus Zoo.
Wait. We got to be real. They're Russians. They're fucking Russians. They're the same thing. These Ukrainians are just Russians. That's all they are. All right. We got some Fury
light.
We got some Fury fans over here who are showing up. We gotta help these guys out. Don't worry, guys. I mean, come on, guys. Don't worry. Fury's gonna fight Wilder for a 4th time, and he'll win that one. Possibly, maybe he might. He's not gonna beat AJ. That's for damn sure. AJ's gonna knock him the fuck out. Just gotta let you know. Virgil versus Zoo. I don't know, man. I don't know. Virgil, I'm not too happy with the. I felt like he got a low blow win in his last fight. I thought it looked kind of low. I don't know. I'd have to analyze that. Zoo's pretty dangerous. Actually,
Zoo was surprising the last time we saw him fight.
I mean, he had a terrible cut in his last fight.
Yeah.
And he
continued on. But he still soldiered on.
He did. He's a good fighter. Reminds me a lot of like Triple G. Just doesn't punch as hard. Obviously not as good. Triple G's. He reminds you of Triple G. He's not identical to Triple G. All right, so we're gonna get this Fury fanboy out of here, and we're gonna watch some of these highlights, and then they can pull our whole fucking stream down. But we're gonna give it a try. All right.
You know what Usyk reminded me of at the beginning of this fight?
What?
Fader. You know how Fader just came in and he was like, I don't care about any of this. I'm going to kill you, and then I'm going to go continue sitting on my couch and like eating Rice Krispies treats or whatever it is that he does.
He always had this weird stoic look.
And when Usyk was like standing in the middle of the ring, just like deadpan staring at Fury, who was acting like a certifiable fucking lunatic.
Yep.
I was like, this is giving me shades of Fader.
All right, so right now we're gonna. There's also some weird rumors going around. It's all bullshit. I'll show you this right now. All right, so people are saying that Usyk had an inhaler, that he was inhaling something between the rounds. It turns out he was kissing a crucifix. Now, either that's the truth or he's like the most elaborate lie and like a really elaborate lie. Like there was people, I saw a video with a guy who he said that he had an inhaler hidden behind the crucifix. I mean, you hide it. Why would you even do that? Why wouldn't you like tuck the inhaler inside?
This is like the Nugget who said that Haney allowed Ryan to outsmart him. Like this is that level of copium.
Oh yeah. There's the Nugget. What's that guy's name? The fat guy, black guy.
He will forever be Nugget.
The LDBC, Lions Den boxing community, where they're afraid of a difference of opinion. Yet they reference the Lions Den, which is a tough man contest. All right, so you got people online saying that I guess he's inhaling the crucifix This guy was saying that is a deep breath. I'm like, wow, they got a lot of liquids in there. I mean, why would you inhale a crucifix? Why wouldn't you just like tuck the inhaler in the towel and then put it up to your face?
Yeah,
like
I mean,
like he's kissing this thing in clear view, and they're like, oh, he's hiding the inhaler. Like, okay,
it's very silly. I mean, it's very desperate.
it's that copium. That's what it is, right?
It's not a good look. Like, if you are an actual serious human being and you're coming out here saying that there's like a secret hidden inhaler in the crucifix, and that's how like that level.
You want to
of
watch
mental
this video where this guy
gymnastics,
says this?
I can't. I think that you're stupid.
And do you want to see the video where the guy talks about this shit?
Sure, but like, it concerns me that people who have that belief are able to like drive cars and vote. I have concerns.
I mean, I'm okay with a conspiracy theory, people. It's a conspiracy show intelligence. But when you take it to this level and you start coming up with this, I mean, you really got to use some logic when you come up with these theories, right?
Yeah.
You got to use some logic. I mean, it does look a little weird when you look at the. It's a blurry video, so you see, it's kind of like
feel
clouds.
This is like those
when you look
videos.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Like when
or
you look,
aliens. And it's just like a sort of blob-shaped cloud.
Exactly. It's like
it's an alien. Okay.
It's like you fill in the blanks,
Muffin.
and when you got some sadness there because your buddy there got his ass whooped, you start to fill in those blanks a little more. All right, so we got J-Lo over here
selling you
selling I don't know, lotion or something.
I don't know.
Maybe she has a massage parlor. All right, let's clip out of this. What the fuck? This lady don't have enough money? Okay, let's listen to this guy. I'll be right back. I got to plug in my phone, people.
So he kissed the crucifix, and then
I have been flooded with you guys asking me to make a video on Usyk using supposedly an inhaler in the corner during the Tyson Fury fight. Now, watching this footage, you see a cross right away. In fact, Usyk corner told Usyk, do you want to kiss your cross? And that's when Usyk said, yeah, I guess for motivation, and they gave him the cross in order for him to kiss it. But I'm not gonna lie, it did look suspicious because Usyk didn't just kiss the cross, he inhaled the cross. He looking like he was inhaling something, like they...
Again, people, look, they have a towel there. They have a fucking towel. Why wouldn't he just tuck? And I've seen guys do this before. They'll put something in the towel, or they'll do something where they have something on the wrist, right? And then they'll go to the face and they'll kind of like put Vaseline or wipe the fighter's face. They'll snort something or whatever, or they'll put something up their nose. Why would they do this in clear view? They're gonna put the inhaler in the crucifix?
That's a really special crucifix, man.
Yeah, he's actually a fucking atheist. He's just using the cross so he can put his.
Did he go to Jacob the jeweler and say, "Listen, okay, I need the Borgia special. Well, I need a secret inhaler compartment in my diamond crucifix."
It's funny because when they're saying, "Oh, Usyk came out all nice and fresh," but like go look at the Canelo versus Munguia fight. Canelo was getting his ass whooped in the 11th. He was dead. Then he comes in the 12th like a fucking what do you call it? Like a rat out of water. What would you say? Like he comes out. He comes screaming out there like those dogs, those race dogs. He's just bam. He just came right out of there. And he's got all this energy out of nowhere.
Out of water.
What it is? What's the expression?
The expression is a fish out of water.
Oh, it's not a fish out of water. That's not what I mean.
It describes you being like out of sorts.
Like he's energetic. Like he came out all energetic.
A bat out of hell is what you're thinking of. A bat out of hell.
There you go. Fucking bat out of hell.
A rat out of water.
I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
How did you even arrive at that statement?
I'm an idiot. What do you expect?
You're not an idiot, but how did you get there? I am so perplexed sometimes by the things that happen in your brain.
I'm talking, people. I'm fucking talking. It's too much time. Let's listen to this guy some more.
They gave him an asthma pump or something like that, where they covered the asthma pump behind the cross, using the cross as a cover-up and a code word to give Usyk the asthma pump. That certainly...
The code word... Why wouldn't they just tuck the fucking inhaler into the towel and put it up to his face and... You just squeeze it twice, bam, done, right? That's all you got to do. You don't have to have this elaborate thing. You're going to hide the fucking... How big is this crucifix? You got an asthma inhaler hidden behind it. Also, keep in mind, people, there's cameras all around him. Just because this one angle is looking at the back doesn't mean there's not 4 or 5 other cameras. Also, you have all the people in the crowd who got cell phones. You know how much footage they would have had of this guy pulling out this fucking asthma pump? Come on, that's why you hide it in the towel.
J. Will has entered an item into evidence here that he has a Pepsi bottle that's really a weed holder.
I mean, that makes sense. But look, but look, we're going to have the asthma. What do you squeeze the top of the crucifix and like what? I mean, come on, people.
You have to push the diamond with your nose to release the inhaler.
This must be like a bunch of atheist people. Look, he's a religious man. He's looking for, he's trying to raise his spirit. That's what he did. You saw after Fury was cheating his ass off, right? And he hit him with all these low blows. And you saw at the end of the round, Usyk came out and he did the sign of the cross, right? Mm-hmm. And he did it right as he was going to the ropes, right, going right back to his corner after the round. You usually don't see that. You see fighters do it at the beginning of the round. He did it as he was going to his corner. He's soothing himself. He needs this. This is like what Andy Ruiz did. Remember when he got dropped by AJ? I remember he was interviewed and he said that he prayed. He prayed to God to help him. And I mean, we know what happened in that first fight, right? Lifted his spirit.
Especially when Usyk immediately after that.
This is towards the end of the fight too, I bet. This is towards the end because he got that cut. I think that cut happened in the 12th.
It happened late in the fight. Yeah.
It wasn't in the 12th. It can't be the 12th because there's still.
I think it was like the 10th or the 11th.
It was probably it was around there.
Because the 10th, Fury basically took off, and then the 11th he kind of came back in. Like in the 10th, Fury was just kind of galloping around, not really doing much of anything.
Yeah. All right. Let's listen to the rest of this.
To explode and jump on Tyson Fury. It does look suspicious that Tyson Fury, after round 3, took control of the fight to round 8.
All right, I don't agree with that at all.
What
He's saying
planet,
after round 3, he took
on.
over to round 8. Like, look, people, I would love for these people to come on my channel so that we can debate them and we can watch this fight and go over all of it. Because I'd love to see where they're seeing all these scoring blows. We do play-by-play. We've done it many times, live play-by-play, and I watch every single one of these punches very carefully. And I didn't see any of these rounds that people are talking about. Not at all. If I did see them, I would be calling them out in the play-by-play. If you guys want to hear the detailed punch, play-by-play of the punch-by-punch, just because I call out all the punches, and I didn't see all these great punches from Fury. I didn't.
But we should also kind of take a moment to remember they are in Saudi Arabia, where illicit use of narcotic substances and illicit use of drugs is, I think, punishable by death, perhaps?
Yes.
Certainly imprisonment. If one of these two fighters got caught doing something naughty, just like Floyd Mayweather got stuck over there because one of his crew stole a piece of jewelry, do you think that they would have had any compunction?
I don't think it's that they stole
pulling
jewelry.
him up short?
I think it's that he didn't pay for the
No,
jewelry.
he did pay for it, but they wanted the actual piece of jewelry back, and the dude that stole it went missing. So, but my point in bringing that up is, if they will take Floyd Mayweather and refuse to allow him to leave the country because of jewelry, what do you think that they would do to a probably multi-billion-dollar sporting event where one fighter has smuggled in a stimulant of some kind and is using it during the fight, which would call into question the validity of the entire bout? Do you think that Usyk would have had his happy ass on a plane home? No, he would not have.
I think there's so much money at stake here, they'd let him get away with it. I think that's my opinion.
No, the Saudis,
I think
they don't
would.
play
like
I
don't
that.
think so.
They're very,
I think
very strict.
The guy they're dealing with it seems very degenerate. They definitely did the scoring decently. I think the split's bullshit. But let's watch some more of this.
Usyk is given this inhaler supposedly in the corner. All of a sudden, he starts picking up the pace and started hurting Tyson.
Picking up the pace.
I can see why that's concerning and eye-opening.
Were you watching the
fight? What is he talking about? It's fucking round 9, bro. Round 9. Usyk's fought AJ twice. AJ's way more active than Tyson Fury, bro. He's got better footwork. He's got faster hands.
But
he punches
listen to
harder.
What he just said. He said he started picking up the pace.
Absolute
Usyk was
bullshit.
setting the pace the entire fight, and it was a pace Fury was so uncomfortable with. He started cheating by round 3.
He was cheating. Yeah, I think it was around 3 or 4. Yeah, he started throwing the low blows. Again, that's in our telecast. It's in there.
Yeah, Sergeant, they may well be, but they are very, very strict about their rules, and they really like killing people. They also really like imprisoning people, particularly if they can leverage that for political or financial favor. So I'm just saying, if there was an opportunity that presented itself, they probably would have taken it.
Let's see the rest of this. It's only got like 2 minutes. Let's see what this guy's saying.
Be real here.
Because the reason I'm looking at this, because it's being spread around online. This is sort of like the egg, the egg weight shit.
We cannot determine 100% that Usyk was given an inhaler, because it is illegal to give a fighter in the corner anything outside of water. It's banned.
I think it's hilarious that they're even saying anything about this. Like, why don't you point out all the low blows and all this cheap shit Tyson Fury was doing? Like, really? The guy's clearly, I saw some high quality pictures of it. It looks like he's kissing a crucifix.
And to give a fighter an inhaler, period. This is not up for debate.
I think his corner guy's wearing it around his neck, so he kissed it, and that was it. That's all it was. He didn't inhale; he just kissed the thing. If he's inhaling, it's probably because he's breathing heavy. I mean, what is this? This has got to be like 9 or 10. It's around there. This is far into the fight.
It's later in the fight, yeah.
But the problem here, we can't see if Usyk took an inhaler or not. We can't determine that.
You know what I'd love? Because he's saying all this bullshit. But let's see, what round was he kissing this crucifix, right? What round? Did he just get the power of Christ? Is this what happened?
Based on this footage right here.
The Holy Spirit activated.
The power of Christ compelled him?
It did. He didn't even need an old priest and a young
Usyk
priest.
An inhaler.
All right. We get it, people. This theory is just, we're going to cut ahead a little bit, see where he's going with this shit.
Cheater to beat a cheater, because a cheater always square. And let's be real here. I told you guys before, to beat Tyson Fury, it's gonna take a cheater to beat a cheater, because
absolute bullshit, people. Absolute bullshit. Usyk doesn't need to cheat to beat this fucking guy. Give me a fucking break. Which you're gonna say, what? Why would he need to? Dude, people, Tyson Fury ain't no all-time great. He never was. His greatest win was an old man. And that fight was terrible.
His greatest win was against cocaine.
What was
Let's be honest.
He beat Klitschko at the end of the guy's game. The guy was a head case. He was all whacked out. And he beat him in this ugly slap fight. And I don't even know if you could say he even beat him. It was fucking garbage. He did the same thing in that fight that he tried to do here with all his wacky antics, dancing and all this shit. People are scoring clean, effective, just taunting. Like, he's just doing these dumb taunts. He's not throwing punches. He's putting his hands behind his back. He's landing no punches, but he's dancing around the ring. Then he throws a big old slap. Keep in mind, people, slaps don't count. Like, the loads of the punches that Fury landed in that Klitschko fight were smacks. The only way you could sort of give it to him in that fight is the fact that he was throwing stuff. Klitschko was not throwing anything. It was a trash fight. And I think Fury knew that the rematch was not going to be the same. And that's why he claimed mental illness.
Cheater always finds a way to cheat, right?
I'm done with him on that one. Like, come on, man. Come on. That's some bullshit. Now you're going to put some dirt on Usyk now? Really? All right, we're going to go and we're going to look into, that's bullshit. It's already been confirmed. The guy kissed the cross. He kissed the crucifix in the corner. All these people, it's all copium, right? It's something for the Fury fangirls to hold on to, possibly. Right, Bob?
Yep. It's pathetic.
That's what I think.
You should be a fan of the sport, not like an obsessive stalker of a particular fighter.
Exactly.
It's serving that lady who killed Selena.
Testing. All right, we're gonna look at some of these fucking highlights of this fight. Someone's compiled some highlights over here. We're gonna be going over it and looking at this, showing you guys how people are misled. And they're counting punches that aren't even scoring. They're fucking counting illegal blows, aren't they? Hopefully YouTube doesn't fucking murder us. Here we go. Remember to subscribe to FU TV, the greatest channel known to man. It really is. It really fucking is. Isn't it, Bob?
Often imitated, but never replicated.
Your first mistake. Never underestimate the power of a human spirit.
That's Blue Sports versus all the competition. And that's a Fury fanboy cry.
Your first mistake. Never underestimate the power of a human spirit.
All right, people, never underestimate the power of the human spirit. And it gets more powerful when you kiss that crucifix.
The Holy Spirit
Yeah, I mean, look, it put confidence in him, right? All right, let's watch this. We're going to lower this music right now.
Touch him up.
Champion.
Seconds out.
It's time and a quarter century.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm going to get this fucking crying Fury fan out of here. Get out of here, you fucking asshole. Go cry somewhere else, bitch.
Let's make history.
All right, so it looks like they're starting it off real fast over here. Okay, let's see. All right, I remember this. I called this in my prediction of the fight that I pointed out how Tyson Fury is wide open to the body, left straight to the body. It's there all day long, and the first punch magically from Usyk, as soon as he came out, was a straight left hand to the body. And it landed. I think this is boom right there. First punch of the fight.
And notice he neutralized Fury's reach immediately. Dropped right underneath that straight and went right to the body.
Yes.
Fury's reach was never a factor.
He's throwing. It wasn't a hard punch, but he did feint. He fainted.
Jay Will says Usyk's mustache is even serious. It was. It was very serious.
Yes. He's almost like a prime Chuck Liddell. He's pawing his lead hand, and then here comes the left, right? It's an attempt, just a left hand to the body, straight punch right away. All right, we're gonna keep going into this. There's that straight left. There's another straight left. There's Fury throwing. We're gonna analyze these shots because I'm not too sure these aren't backhands. I'm pretty sure these are backhands. This guy has a tendency to throw backhands. He does it in almost every fight, and they let him get away with it. All right, here we go. They're the lead hands fighting. Usyk pushing down. Did the punch come in yet, Bob? Did you see it? Okay, here it comes. Look, backhand. It's a backhand, but it's pushed down. There's a left straight to the body. Not much on it looks like. Tyson Fury was measuring the whole fight. You know, people, that's illegal, right? You're not supposed to be measuring. He did it the whole fight. He was stiff-arming like crazy. The referee let him get away with it all night. Just that one thing being taken away from him would have got him fucked up way worse, even worse. I don't think this shot landed. I don't really think it landed.
No,
also, even if it did, there's nothing on it. I mean, clean, effective punching, right? He's just flick. That
got caught on Usyk.
He smacked it down. He smacked it down. It smacked down. Both men stand their ground. That's not a punch there. That's
a flick. That's
nothing. It's a flick. It's almost like a.
That's a clear backhand.
We'll say it landed. Let's say it landed. Look, you see the backhands. Nothing landed there. Look, he smiles, but he didn't land anything. But these fanboys watch this shit, and they're like, whoa, bro, look at Fury just landing these bombs, right? Let's look at that again. I mean, people, we watch these fights very close, and when I was hearing this shit, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Look, he didn't land anything there, but he's smiling, so these idiots who watch this shit are like, oh, look at him, he landed. And he's like feinting an uppercut, he throws his jab, nothing, it don't land. Both men, nothing landing. This didn't land. Like, people might look at that and actually think that landed. You can clearly see it didn't. It was deflected. It was parried. Look at this. Boom, it comes in. It was blocked. But people watch. Let's hear it. Let's listen to that because people get misled by the sounds as well. We're going to watch it again. We're going to play that full speed, and we're going to I'm going to turn off this music, and we're going to try to listen to that. All right. Okay, I'm going to bring this up. Where's the speed? Okay, here we go. We're going to bring this audio all the way up so we can. Hopefully this guy got the audio on here. So you hear that sound, right? You heard it, right, Bob?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you hear the glove, and his glove hits Usyk's gloves.
Usyk with so much.
You hear it, flick, flip, and you hear that smack. Now, people watch that, and they think that's a scoring blow. That shot didn't land. And when I watched this, I knew for a fact that didn't land, but other people count this shit. Also, it's a backhand. It's clearly a fucking backhand. It's a backhand because what Fury does is he lifts it from the ground up and he just smacks it out there. He just smacks you with it. All right. It's a backhand. It's going to go. Give me 1 second. So what do you think of this, Bob?
I mean, I think that it's clearly demonstrating that most of the shots that people were scoring were not shots. They were cheats.
Yeah. And this is supposedly the highlight, so,
So much smaller.
Okay, wait, we're going to go back a little bit. I'm going to slow this down again. I'm going to go there. That's fine. All right. Did we miss anything there?
No.
This, again, people, look at this. You know, like I said earlier, just Tyson Fury throwing these backhands, automatically the ref's supposed to call them and give him warnings. He has to throw fucking jabs, not backhands. Backhands are not jabs. Look at this. Let's see it again. Boom. That's a backhand. You can tell it's a backhand. And if Usyk doesn't block it, he's getting hit with a backhand. That's an automatic foul. And if that lands, that's not counted. That's not scored. I don't give a fuck if he lands it. Within the rules, that's not supposed to be scored. It's an illegal blow.
And those two blows were just cuffing shots. That wasn't a punch. He basically cuffed him on the side, on the shoulder.
Yeah, you can't. Cuffing doesn't count. This is stiff arming. You see this? This is all illegal. Usyk landing, it looks like a touch. Fury, the people say something landed here. Let's see if it actually landed. When I watched this, I didn't think any of this shit was landing. So we're being very thorough in what we're looking at here. Okay, here comes the right. Dude, people, that isn't landing. That's maybe on his arm. That didn't land. That hit an arm. This is, again, with the backhands, with the fucking backhands, right? Let's see if we can freeze frame that when he throws that shit. Boom. Look at the hand. Look at this fucking hand. Okay, I'm gonna get my drawing pad out. I think I should do that, right, Bob? I don't know, people. I don't think I even need the drawing pad. That's a backhand. The referee should be calling this. When I was watching this fight in our live telecast, I was calling this over and over and over again. This referee did not give a fuck. He was letting this guy throw backhands all night long. Body shot. That's a legal blow. Those are two legal blows. There's a third legal blow. Usually, everything, people, if you haven't noticed, almost everything Fury's throwing is illegal. They're illegal blows. Here it is. Fury pumping that jab out there. Fury is trapped on the ropes. People don't understand this. He's trapped. And now he's doing his little corny dance, but he's trapped, meaning he's losing. He's being controlled. Now it's self-soothing kind of, dancing. Like what he's doing here is self-soothing. He's nervous, and he's doing this dumb shit. Stiff arming. The reason why Usyk is not able to land this punch effectively or hard is because he's doing an illegal stiff arm. He should be called for this. He should be warned. Points can be taken. This is illegal. Look at this. This is blatant cheating. Look, he's still doing it. Dude, again, this is not the UFC. Now, that shot there snuck through, right? It snuck through, but this guy should have lost multiple points already. Look at that. That one bleeds through. He throws it in a hammer kind of stance. It touches. It's not a hard punch, but it did land, and it's a legal blow. That one did not land. That's on the arm. If anything, that's on the bicep. That's not really a scoring blow. All right, Bob's going to walk away for a minute. We're going to continue doing this. All right. So over here.
Jay Will is saying that referee was the same guy in the Pacquiao Horn fight.
Yeah,
and Horn was extra dirty.
He's a piece of trash, that guy. I thought he was terrible. And for many reasons we'll point out later. So you guys saw right there, Usyk is biting down on some of these. You see a jab. It's good. It goes through. It's in a hammer like... He throws it like a hammer, straight down, like the way you knock a hammer down. It's sort of like the way the Kung Fu guys would throw it, like Bruce Lee used to throw punches like that. Some guys, you throw it in different ways to sneak it through that guard. That's obviously that didn't land. But if I bet you, let's see that in full speed, because this is how people get tricked. I'm very good at seeing these punches because I scored so many fights. I know on the fly that this shit isn't landing. That's why if you listen to our live telecast, you won't hear me call out these punches like they landed. All right, well, I want to get the audio in here. Let me turn this music off just so we can hear this. So you hear that sound, right? That's a really good sound. It sounds real nice and sounds like a powerful punch. It sounds like a good, powerful punch, but you can clearly see that Usyk is jumping back away from it. It lands on the arms. It's not a scoring blow. And you got to keep in mind that the guy that made this compilation thought this was a scoring blow. That's why he put it in here. That's why I'm looking at the, this kind of stuff, because this is people viewing every single punch, but viewing it in full speed. And maybe they just don't know how to score these fights. So they're looking at non-scoring blows and throwing them in the video. All right. All right. We're going to be looking at some more of these shots. I'm going to slow this down again so I can look at more of this. I'm just trying to emphasize the fact that, when it's in full speed and you don't know what you're looking at, sometimes you think stuff is landing when it's really not. Right? Usyk is anticipating a shot. He's going to try to parry it down. That's actually not a great technique. That's why I think Usyk wasn't fighting the best. Like, you'll see this, watch. The way he swoops his hand down like that. When you see that? That's bad. But he's lucky, if Usyk was fighting a southpaw, that'd be really bad. Because you never want to swoop your hand when you're trying to parry a punch that low. But I guess he's anticipating a body shot. But again, you want to block it with your elbows. You don't want to do that. I don't know why Usyk was blocking this way, but guys make mistakes. Right here, nothing landing. Backhand, but it don't land. Usyk steps in. That's the left hook. That's the first shot of the fight. The biggest punch of the fight. The first big punch of this fight was in the first round. Usyk landed a left hook on the head of Fury. And it was all knuckles, man. It was all knuckles. He brings it up. Boom. And he's just right in his face. It's the two big knuckles, too, of the hand. That hurt because you see Fury instantly goes in and does this, little stupid little taunt. And maybe his fanboys bought it and they think, oh, look, he's winning. He's winning because he got his brains beaten. And so he's doing this stupid little thing with his hands. Here we go. So here's some more. Fury doing a decent job rolling with the punches. He rolls out the corner doing this stupid little thing, puts his hands in the air. It's like a moral victory, I guess. He didn't get knocked out. Right here. Let's see if that landed. I don't think it did. It looks like, look, he closed it. Closed the guard. It didn't go through. It landed on the gloves. And that was the end of the round. This is round number 1, right? There's a nice left hook. Look, it lands right in the face. It's all knuckles. Best punch of the fight so far. Obviously, this is Usyk's round. Hopefully, this guy goes through this round by round. He goes into, the best punches of the round, and he doesn't go into, like, just looking at all these different rounds. I know this was the first round. Usyk landed a nice left hook. All right, Bob is back, everyone. What happened, Bob?
Dogs are being dicks.
Yeah, our dogs are barking like their heads off. It's real late over here. It's New York.
No, they weren't barking their heads off. They were just bitching. Our dogs have their own bedroom, their own refrigerator, their own air conditioner. So they really have nothing to be complaining about right now.
All right, this is round number 2 here, people. Right here, Usyk with the jab. He steps in, agility, steps in, uses the jab. It's not even a full power jab. The whole point, obviously, is to set up this left hand. He comes in, boom, there it is. It's quick. It's not perfect because, he obviously wasn't able to get right on top of him, but it definitely fucking hurt, and Tyson Fury fell into the ropes. This was the second round. This solidified this round. He got rocked again, 2 rounds in a row. And when you see Tyson Fury doing these dumb little stupid things with his hands, he's losing the round or he's gotten hurt. Right, there's a jab to the body. I mean, look, this guy's showing the highlights. Where's the Fury highlights? We haven't seen a single one. There's a straight left to the body and a right straight to the body. And there's Fury throwing a backhand. There's another. Look, these are clear backhands. Clear as day. And there's your fucking floppy glove, LDBC, whatever the fuck it is. Obviously, sorry, people. There's your floppy glove. Why? Because he flicks it out there. It's a backhand. Look at it. This is your fucking floppy glove. The reason why you don't see this a lot in boxing is because most fighters know that's an illegal technique. Just one of those he should have got a warning for. He was doing it all night. All night. And I could come up with a theory and say maybe he does have something in there that's hard. That's why because that's the part of the glove that's got the most padding in it. Right? That's all the padding's in there. And then you have also the padding on your hand. The way you wrap your hands, that padding, all that, the gauze and all that's on the top of your hand usually. You don't put as much on the front as you do on the top. All right? So look at that. You can clearly see it looks just like the Wilder fight. There's your floppy glove, guys. That's a backhand. If anybody that counts that as a scoring blow, you don't know what the fuck you're scoring. All right, look, this is like 3 fucking backhands in a row. And I think one of them slipped through. Look at this. Boom. One of them hits him. One of them hit him. And guess what? It doesn't count. The referee should have called that. Is this a jab or what is that, Bob? Is that a backhand? Look at this pawing. Yep, that's a backhand. He's just backhand and he fucking pimp slapped him.
Jay Will, they do not pay rent, but they really should.
Look at this. Look at his backhand. Look at Tyson Fury's hand here. Is this a jab? Of course it's not. That's a backhand. That's illegal. He threw a backhand and then an uppercut. Now he's doing a stiff arm. That left straight to the body hit him. These are more backhands. He just flicks them out there. They're all backhands.
Which we called during the fight. So.
Yeah, look, he's missing everything. He hasn't landed. And I said this when we were watching this live. He's going full rounds landing nothing legal. There's no legal blows. Like even in this highlights, have you seen anything really from Tyson Fury? This isn't even a legal jab. This is not a jab. He might as well have a pimp ring on. Right?
That's funny.
Look at this. Look, here it goes. Through the guard. I guess to touch him, I'll say that was a jab, right? Maybe. I don't know. That looks like it was on the chest.
Is he also going to collaborate with Martha Stewart for a cookbook?
I bet people are probably counting this. We're going to try and we're going to listen to this again because, look, none of this lands, right? None of it. Let's see this again. Boom. On the gloves, on the gloves. On the gloves. Let's listen to it because I'm pretty sure people were watching this and scoring it. There you see the backhand, right? You can see a clear backhand. We're going to listen to it. I just want people to know, obviously, when you watch these things with the sound, this is why every fight I watch, the first time I watch any fight, it's with the sound off. I don't watch any fights with the sound on. Right, Bob?
Yep. Because the commentators, like,
it isn't just that, it's the punches.
But the entire point of the soundscape of these fights is to get you excited and excited and excited. It's not for precision and clarity. It is for vibes only. So if you turn the sound off, you can actually focus on what's happening.
But even without the commentators, you're going to hear the gloves hitting the gloves. You're going to hear shots hitting things. So those gloves hitting, you're going to hear those sounds. So those can mislead you. You really want to use your eyes and turn the sound off and really use your eyes. Because we're watching these shots. We're not listening to them. This is a visual thing mostly. This is basically all visual. Okay, let's listen to this. Because this is the backhand. Sorry, let's turn that off. We don't want to hear that. All right.
There's a left hand again from Usyk. Back upstairs. From Usyk, back upstairs. Smart. And generally speaking, in the introductions here tonight,
and the commentators are calling it the left hand from
Usyk. Back upstairs. Smart.
There you go. You see that? Look. That's a backhand. That's a fucking backhand.
Back upstairs.
Look at that shot. That's a straight up backhand.
Yeah.
He slapped him in the face with a backhand.
I mean,
again, it's just insane that this guy's, and look at these guys call this a real punch.
Again from Usyk, back upstairs. Smart boxing from good jab back door from Fury, and again
remember
they called it a jab from Fury.
Remember those two shots there didn't land. He pumped those out there. That's a body shot. Let's say it is. It sounds like it was. You can see by the angle. Look. Fury is very easy to hit to the body. I said it in my video. I said it so many times. His body is open all day. And Fury did a good job. He knows that Usyk sees. He knows that this guy doesn't know how to fucking block his body. So he started throwing that uppercut. But the only reason he was landing that was because Usyk was not throwing feints. That was his only issue. And if they have another fight, guess what Usyk's going to be doing? Loads and loads of feints. Like when people watch the video I did, I forgot the name of it. What was it called, Bob? It was titled, Can Fury Beat Usyk? And I kept saying at nauseum, feint, 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 feint. I kept saying that because a lot of people they like to say that speed, what beats speed, and they say timing. Well, I say what beats timing? Feinting beats timing, right? Because that's how you fuck up the other fighter's timing, right? And Usyk has both speed and timing, so that's a very deadly combination. So he really should have been using his feints. There's a body shot, people. You know that's a real body shot. You could see from... It's the eyes, right? It isn't the sound. Let's turn the sound off. You can see. You got to look at that. You see where's the elbow? Where's Fury's arm to block that shot? It was up. It went straight through the middle, right? You can see it clear as day. We could slow it down. This is the one you want to look at because I remember this one. People thought this landed. We're going to go and we're going to slow it down. We're going to look at Usyk's arms. Let's see. Where did this punch land? Usyk's elbows are tucked. They're down. What part of the body did this even hit? I think this punch was low.
Well, look at where Fury's hand is right there.
This punch to me
his hand is down below Usyk's belt.
There's a low blow. This is a low blow. That's go. You can see his hand right down there. Look where it is. It's at the bottom. It's where the trunks are, under the belt line. Let's make this even slower. I think this was a low blow. I told people this guy was not landing legal blows for the most part. We're going to make it much slower. This guy put this in the highlights, so he thought these were scoring blows. All right, so we're going to go and we're going to look at this right now. Right, obviously we just saw this. Here comes in low. Boom. That's a low blow. Look where his glove is. He punched him right in his dick.
And that's not an accident. That's not obviously like I hit his elbow and deflected downward. That is, I aimed for his testicles.
This is when I was screaming. Look, this was early in the fight too, probably. He's landed these. You
screamed many times.
These intentional low blows. Let's listen to it with the audio. How it misleads you. It makes you think this was a body punch.
Middleweight, that's Fury.
Look at that. Boom. And you hear that shit and you can tell it's low. It's fucking low.
Yeah, Jay Will, that's exactly the point.
Where his hand is. It's right under his fucking belt line. It's way under. It's in the penis.
Fury's entire career has been comprised of backhands and ball shots.
Yeah, that's a fucking low blow right there. I thought it was a low blow when I watched it. And that's why I was paying close attention to this one, because when you don't pay attention, look, you can see the look in Usyk's face. He's like, fuck, like this dude just smashed my balls. And he gives him this look, right? This is why Usyk started beating the fuck out of him in the ninth, because he was hitting him with all these illegal blows. That was pure adrenaline. And look at that. That's just 2 shots. You can see that. Left to the body, boom, it sneaks through the middle. Right hand goes over. It's not completely clean. Left hook actually hurts Fury. That left hook hurt him. Look at this. Left to the body, boom. That uppercut hit him. He tried to roll with it, but it hit him. And then you saw the look in his face after. If you watched the action, if you watched the fight, you could see the look in Fury's face. He was not happy. These are backhands. That's a right hand. That doesn't look like that really landed.
No, it didn't.
Right? Look,
I think it hit his glove.
This flick through the middle doesn't land. All 3 of those shots landed. This one over here is a flick. Didn't get through. All right, sorry, people. I keep playing the same thing. All right, so you got that flick. I mean, I'd say maybe if...
No, that's caught on his forearm, man.
It looks like it was on the shoulder to me. It didn't look like it landed. Okay, well, see this right hand. That's the one that's questionable. That one right there. That's all arms. That's all arms. That didn't land. Right? All right, let's go further into this. All right, there's people. These were not jabs. I've never seen a fighter throw so many fucking backhands in a fight ever. And none of them get called. Look, hey, since when is the elbow, the armpit punch called a clean, effective punch? Is the armpit punch a big, clean, effective punch? Do you mark that over 3 landed punches? Actual clean punches? I mean, have you guys seen this guy land a single real punch? Look, all backhands. That's a fucking backhand. These are, oh my God, these are just clear backhands. Since when are these legal blows in the fucking sport? Look at this. It's a backhand and then a right hand. Like armpit punch. Clean, effective armpit punch. Boom, with the fucking backhand. I want to get this shit. Look at this. Look at this. It's a clear, do you guys see this? Ask them in the comments. You see this shit? Did you guys just hear what Bob read a few minutes ago? Bob, are they answering that question?
They have not. Rest assured, I will tell you.
All right, people, that's a backhand. That's an illegal blow. If that was to sneak through and hit him, I would not count it because I actually go by the rules of the sport. These are illegal blows, and the ref sees one of these. There's a warning. If he lands one, it's a foul. It can be it's an offense.
It's a point deduction.
An offense as serious as a low blow. It's a point deduction. It can be a point deduction for this, right? And I bet you any no-name boxer throws this technique, they will be getting all kinds of shit for doing it. I remember everyone was crying about the flappy glove in the Wilder fight. Well, guess what? He wasn't really landing this shot, but on Usyk, he's slipping that through. He's trying to hit him with these backhands over and over again. And none of these punches landed. None of them. But we're going to see it in full speed just to know how people are misled when they listen to these shots, because they don't know how to watch it. For us, I can see it in real time, but other people, they get caught up, it's their favorite fighter. And then these
they're a little drunk.
They may be a little bit drunk.
They're a little they're emotionally elevated.
Yes. Let's hear this in full speed and watch.
Cut to the body.
So look, all three of those made a sound, right? So people watch that and they think it landed.
Doesn't seem to phase Usyk,
right,
who keeps marching forward. Never loads up at the shot.
That's another thing I was saying about the Klitschko fight, is that this Usyk would throw a lot of feints. Some of these times he throws a feint in order to set up that left hand, just really what you want to do. You kind of like gauge his head movement. You throw the feint, and then you watch him kind of slip, and you watch where his head's going to be. This was another questionable one that I think people thought landed. This didn't land at all. This was a block punch. He tries to do almost like a slip counter. Caught on the arms. It caught on the arms. It didn't slip through. If you notice the shot, he was trying to hit him with the uppercut. It didn't slip through. Where is it? It didn't land. That punch did not land. But then you look at the face of Fury and he smiles. So when people watch this on TV, they think it landed. Let's listen to it again. Full speed with audio, and we're going to see the difference, right?
More than once.
Look at that. You hear that sound, right? What do you think, Bob? Is it a little more convincing that it landed? And then you look at the smile from Fury and you think it landed.
Never loads up at the shots, you see. Fury looking more than once to throw that right hand to the body.
You look at the face on Fury, right? People think it landed.
Well, if Muhammad Ali was landing backhands, then Muhammad Ali shouldn't have won as many fights as he did.
Yeah, exactly. Ali let's got to be honest, Ali was a cheap motherfucker, and the media was sucking his balls. If you watch that George Foreman fight, he was wrestling the fuck out of George Foreman. And the commentator, when you watch that fight, he keeps saying over and over again, oh, Ali, he's grabbing him. Oh, he's getting away with it. Oh, he's getting away with it. He kept saying that he's getting away with it. Because he was wrestling George Foreman from round one nonstop. Punch and grab. That's what he did. He should have got points deducted in that fight. And he was getting his ass whooped. He was getting beat up in that fight. If he wasn't able to wrestle, you know what would have happened to him? Ali is down. That's what would have happened. All right, sorry, people. I went back too far. That's probably what would have happened in that fight. I don't think just because one fighter's cheating that all fighters should be allowed to cheat. I don't think any of them should be cheating.
Nope.
And I don't score cheating. I go by the rules.
And I think that if
it's a backhand,
accurately representing what a fighter does in a fight makes you a hater, then that fighter sucks.
Sorry. Yeah, there's the uppercut that did not land. I mean, people, look, we've been watching this for a little while now. We've
Stavi. This isn't
nothing.
The amateurs. This is professional boxing. So these men who have decided to make this their profession, their career,
smiling and didn't land anything the whole round.
They should know the rules. They should be performing at the highest possible level of this sport.
Yes.
Not this 2-bit sideshow freak nonsense that Fury has brought to the ring.
The sport is scored on the rules. If a guy throws a low blow, we don't call it a legal blow. It's an illegal blow. It's an illegal blow. There's penalties for it. But when you have a crooked sport, crooked officials, crooked commentators, crooked fans, they don't care. They see the shit and they don't call it. But we're not trying to be crooked people. We're trying to call it by what it's supposed to be. So if you're going to score a backhand, then you got to score a low blow. You have to. Am I wrong, Bob? You have to score a low blow, huh?
You're not wrong.
Yes. If you're going to be that crooked, you got to score low blows. So now guys can land clear low blows to the dick and balls, and you call it a legal body punch. I mean, people do sometimes. It's just that fucked up. We've gotten to that point. All right, we're going forward into this. There's Tyson Fury screaming, ah, after he just lost that round. Clearly lost that round too. It looks like he's going round by round. Usyk pressing and ring general. Tyson Fury jumping back with a stiff arm. Illegal technique. There's Tyson Fury pivoting to the left with his weird green skirt up to his nipples. Like I said, he looks like a flower, like a green floppy flower. This is at most glancing, right? This is just like touching. It's not a punch. That's not a punch. He throws it. What would you call that angle, Bob? It's like a sweeping motion. It's not a hook. He's throwing it with like the. It's like
That's
it's palms
just trying
down.
to get a point. That's not anything.
He's throwing it palms down in a sweeping motion with the thumb coming towards Usyk. It doesn't land. It basically touched him. People might say, "Oh, look, you landed a hook." He didn't. Keep in mind, and once again, these are the highlights. Look at that punch from Tyson Fury. What does that look like? That's the back of the hand hitting Usyk's arm. If that shit slips through, guess what it is? Even if it lands, it's an illegal blow. It's not counted. It didn't land because Usyk has good guard. He's got a high guard. He's got it tight. This is why you can see. Look at that. Look at that. It's so clear as fucking day, man. As day. Look at this. Boom. Backhand. It's a fucking backhand. This guy doesn't have a jab. That arm's got a bend in it. A jab is straight. A jab is a fucking straight punch. This is a backhand. This is like a.
It's
karate.
also hitting Usyk with like the middle of the back of the glove.
It's a backhand. It's like a karate.
It's not ambiguous. It's not a question. It's not framing. It's not flicking. It is cheating.
It's cheating.
Period.
It's straight up cheating. And the fact that the referee never called it. No one online that I've seen has called this out. No one. This is clearly cheating. And he was doing it the whole night. Usyk's lucky he didn't get hurt with this stuff. He's throwing. This is basically like a karate technique. You notice a jab is a straight punch. This is like a downward kind of punch. It's the same way Bruce Lee used to throw punches. And this is what he did the entire fight. This is another backhand. And again, LDBC, that's the floppy glove. It has returned. Right? It's there. There it is again. That's the back of the glove, right into the face. The back of the glove again. This is all back of the glove. None of this is scoring. By the rules of the sport, none of this shit counts.
If accurately scoring the fight is nitpicking,
Again, you see
then
it
I
there.
guess so.
You see the back of the glove. Like, are we just going to forget the fucking rules of sport? Look at this. So go ahead. Boom. Backhand. You guys see it? That's not a jab. This is why. Do you think people, I've been watching this sport for over 20 years. I've been scoring fights for over 20 fucking years. I know what a punch looks like. This is a stiff arm. This is an illegal technique. He should have been called on this. He did it throughout the whole fight. There's a left to the body. Definitely. You see the warping of Usyk's glove. You can see the body. Fury's not defending his body. Right through the middle. What did that do? That landed. And he's framing.
And look at Fury's face. Look at Fury's face. That hurt.
He's able to do this fucking stiff arm, and that's what's preventing these shots from landing even more solid. And then he's backing up while stiff arm. Who is this guy? Fucking John Jones? Yeah, they do this in the UFC, this stiff arming, but in boxing, this is an illegal technique.
Isn't it also illegal in UFC?
No, it's not. It's not illegal. You
the
can
fingers
do, you
out
can,
is
you
a
can,
problem.
No fingers out in the UFC, but you can do a stiff arm in the UFC. They allow it. There's another straight through the, went right through the middle. And what is Fury doing? A stiff arm, illegal. This is why I said this referee was absolute fucking garbage. This guy was cheating all night long. Almost everything we've looked at through this entire telecast we've done has been illegal techniques from Tyson Fury. Look, Usyk getting pushed with a fucking stiff arm. He comes with that left. The only reason these shots are not landing cleaner is because he's doing this stiff arm. Which is, again, I got to say it a million times, it's an illegal technique. There's a left straight to the body that lands. Tyson Fury is controlling Usyk with the stiff arm. And the referee in clear view says nothing. He just lets him control him with a stiff arm. Look, again. There he goes, where he's going to go back to flicking the fucking backhand. Right, he comes in. There's a left hook that wraps around the guard. Fury's hurt. Looks like he's hurt there. I wish he would show the rounds, really, right? But people, once again, keep in mind, these are highlights. This is the guy who put on the highlights. Unless he's a fucking Usyk fanboy. But it seems like he's showing all the shit that was going on. Look at that. You see those tits bouncing over there. Tyson Fury's boobies. There's another stiff arm. It's like that game, Dead or Alive. You ever seen that one,
Yeah.
Bob?
Yes.
A lot of people actually would count this. Like, look at this. We don't know what happened here because all we see is this guy's big ass fat back, right? So could we actually honestly say that this right hook landed? I mean, none of the other ones landed. So should we assume that this one landed? Look, he throws a right hook and he hugs him. He loves him. Look at this. What is this? No punch landed. except Usyk kind of grazed with that right hand.
We are boxing fans, Stavi. We're not fans of any one particular fighter, one particular country, or one particular coach. We like the sport, which is why we do this. It's not that we're AJ fans or Usyk fans or Fury fans. If Usyk was doing this shit, we'd be having the same conversation except talking about Usyk. The point is, if you are a fan of the sport, you want to see people competing at the highest level of the sport. You do not want to see overhyped cults of personality cheating for 36 minutes.
Exactly, people. We know how to score this fucking sport. It's everyone else who don't know what the fuck they're looking at. But remember to subscribe to FUTV, the greatest channel known to man. We are the beautiful people now, aren't we? Aren't we, Bob?
We are.
All right, we're going to go and look at a little bit more of this. This is FUTV. This is the post-fight. We're going a little further into it, people. I did a video the other day. YouTube fucked with me. They cut a bunch of stuff out of it.
Post-fight deep dive.
In order to get the video back, I had to give up my soul. Just kidding. You know what Fury is? He's a fucking liar.
I will never tell a lie. No. No. Sucker! Sucker! Oh, sucker! I am a liar! Yeah! I am a liar! Yeah! I like it! I feel good! Oh, I am a liar!
All right, Fury is a liar. It's true. It is true. It's fucking true. All right, let's listen. Let's watch a little bit more of this. All right, we got a nice little cuddle here from Fury. Usyk pawing in, kind of probing. Boom, he hits him with the right hand. That did. He stepped in with it. It lands. Fury looks like he was trying to hook around the head of Usyk and throw an illegal uppercut. Didn't work out. Usyk pressed in, smothered Fury's right hand. And now they're hugging lovingly. What is he doing? Trying to nuzzle his ear? Maybe he's trying to lick him like he did to Wilder. Look at that. He's holding his fucking arms. Look, he shoots off. He must have done something illegal there because he's smiling and Usyk looks to be kind of pissed off. I'm going to assume that there was something illegal that happened in somewhere in here. I don't know. Do you see it, Bob?
You probably like kneed him in the nuts or something.
There was something that happened there, it looks like. All right, Fury is pawing down Usyk's side. Look at this. He paws down Usyk's jab. Oh, that's the new version of catch and suit, right? It's catch and smack. Catch and smack, everyone. Look at that. Let's just say, oh, another one, 2 in a row. And then he does land the right hand. It does sneak through, but he threw 2 illegal techniques before. Boom, there's your floppy glove, everyone. Is there egg weights in there? Look at this, boom, with that nice flowy skirt. Here comes that right hand. That did land. The right hand landed, and I think I definitely called that out in the telecast. But the 2 jabs were illegal. The referee should have stopped. In a real boxing fight with real rules, as soon as Tyson Fury threw this backhander, either one of them, they don't even have to land. The referee would have given him a warning. He would have stopped the action, and that right hand would not have landed. Here comes the right hand. Usyk misjudged it. He slipped to his right, and Fury was able to slip that through before Usyk was able to bend further away from it. It's a good punch. I mean, he did set it up. It's kind of a probe. Not happy about the illegal shots there, but that is the first real punch I've seen Fury land in these highlights. Was that a landed punch? Because I don't really know. I don't really think it was.
Usyk landed a shot to the body.
All right, so right now, what do we got? We got here Fury throwing a paw. Usyk lands a jab to the body, it looks like. It's right through the middle. Usyk gets it right in that spot. I mean, this is like the inside of the glove. That's what lands on Usyk's head. It's the inside of the glove.
Well, Stavi, we've been watching this in slow motion. Which of the slaps and ball shots do you think we should have counted?
That's on the top of the head, but we could say it landed, but it looks to me like it looks like the inside of the glove. He had a closed fist when he landed it, but not very good. Not clean, not clean. There's the floppy backhand there. There's another, like a smack. That's a smack, people. These aren't punches. These aren't fucking punches. You people noticing there's not really anything landing from Fury? Maybe one right hand. There's another thing. There's a swooping smack. These aren't even, that's not even a hook. It's a smack. The only guy throwing punches here really is Usyk. This is a terrible angle this guy put here. I think I remember this exchange was multiple. It was multiple left hooks from Usyk, about 2, and then Fury came back with let me tell you, it's a rabbit punch. Fury lands a rabbit punch here. Watch this. Boom! Right to the back of the head. That's what it is, a rabbit punch. Usyk came out and he complained about it. He hit him with a real good rabbit punch. Nothing landing from Fury here. These are the highlights, people. Where are you seeing Fury all these rounds that he's winning? Oh, he smiles. He's winning rounds on clean, effective smiling. Here you go once again with the legal stiff arm. There he goes. He gets hit with a right hand. It ain't as clean as it could have been because Fury's cheating. All right, now Fury's doing a little wobbly dance. You know, he reminds me of that little troll from that movie Cat's Eye.
Yeah.
He does. A lot of things remind me of that. There's another backhand from Fury that misses. Even if it lands, it's still a fucking backhand. There's a right hook to the body that was more of a cuffing. It was a close.
And it's on the belt.
It's a close fist, but it's cuffing. It's what his palm is with the thing that lands. I mean, we can pretend it's clean. Yeah, look, it's not much there. We'll say whatever. That's on the elbow. That's a right hand that's a right hook to the elbow. Elbows aren't scoring blows, people. Do you think Usyk doesn't want to block his body? At least Fury threw it to the body, right? That's why it didn't land. See? It's on the elbow. Because Usyk's tucking. There, right there. Boom, right on the elbow. And Fury ain't throwing that shit. He ain't throwing that shit with the fist because he knows he's going to break his fucking hand. That's why he's not throwing it with the fist. He's throwing it with he's like smacking it. It's like a smack. Boom, right on the elbow. It's a smack on the elbow. Imagine if he hit that with his fist. Uppercut to the tip of his elbow. None of that shit landed. None of it. But let's hear it in full speed. Because this is the way people watch this. Look, he's getting low. At least Fury's trying to throw legal blows, right? This is how bad it was. I think Fury could not land legal blows. Because look how tight this guy's defense is. He's got perfect high guard. Bends his knees low, right? So that he could defend his body. That's what he's doing. So see, when he sees Fury come down, guess what? The elbows just come a little lower. Or he gets a little lower to defend himself. Boom. As soon as he sees the shot coming in, he lowers his base just a little bit more just to block this body shot. And it don't land. It actually looks like it was straight a little low. Am I wrong, Bob?
That's what I said. I said it landed on the belt.
That's not.
Yeah, I don't think he did that on purpose, but it landed on the belt because Usyk dropped.
But you see how
dropped
good
in
Usyk's
height.
defense is. Boom. It sounds great. You know, it sounds great. People watching this live probably thought those were scoring blows. But when we watched it, I knew.
Look at where it is. It's on the belt.
Yeah, he's hitting the elbows with the inside of his glove. This is not scoring. But again, when we watch these fights, I know for a fact when I watch these blows in full fucking speed, I leave the sound off. But in full speed, I can see that they're not scoring blows.
50.
Boom, 2 shots. Guess what? Both of them are on the elbows. None of them landed. Now, it's cool. You know, if it landed, it's good technique. You know, Fury lands, bam, bam. And then he pivots, so he goes to the left. Not the best footwork there, what he's doing there. He looks like he's about to fucking fall over. But the idea is pretty good, right? Sound, bam, bam. And you just kind of step out. But he didn't roll it. You know, if Usyk would have thrown a right hook, he'd be in some trouble. Nothing landing. There's 2 backhands from Fury. None of them landing. There's a shot that might have slipped through the middle. Let's analyze that a little further. That might have slipped through. There's 2 floppy.
Stavi, I think that's what he did. I think he was going for the body. Usyk saw it, dropped, and I think that the shot went low because of it. I don't think that he was intentionally trying to blow him in that particular exchange.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying is that Usyk's guard is so good that he was frustrated and he started throwing low blows because he could not land legal blows. So Usyk would put his elbows down. And Fury knows, I can't hit this fucking guy. I can't hit him to the head or the body. I'm going low. Right? And that's what he started doing. And then sometimes when you go low, I mean, the guy can't block every part of his body. He can only block his body, pretty much his body and his head. His body or his head or both. He can't block his balls, his body, head, and balls at the same time. Unless he has some more arms. Yeah, that's on the arms. That's on the elbow. That landed on the elbow. Look, Fury smiles, so obviously you know it landed, right? Usyk stepping in. There's right, nothing clean. Fury with more backhands. Usyk throwing a straight left hand, misses. It's crazy that this guy thought these were highlights. There's another stiff arm. Very illegal. Did he get called on it? Never. Never. But, dude, everybody told me that this guy is such a great boxer. Where's his fucking jab? He hasn't thrown a single fucking jab. Not one. Am I wrong, Bob? This guy's not throwing jabs.
I mean, we saw so far one legitimate, good, clean shot.
Yeah, he hasn't thrown any jabs.
And it's not that we're expecting the shots to be clean, perfect, you know, picture perfect encyclopedia technique. We're expecting them to be legal, right? So if you're backhanding, cuffing, low blowing, elbow shots, all of this nonsense, that's not a scoring shot.
No.
Okay, our criteria is
the
you
rules
throw
of the sport.
a legal punch.
The fucking rules of
That's
the sport.
it. There's really not anything more complicated
It's
than
not
that.
complicated. We're going by the actual fucking rules. We score these fights by the actual rules. So this is why I'm like shocked when I look at these scorecards and people are like, this fight was fucking even. We've been watching this for how long now? These are the highlights of the fight. This guy thought all the shit was landing. So this is all the shit that people thought was devastating. Oh my God, Tyson Fury's crushing Usyk. It's so close. And have we really seen any real clean work here from Tyson Fury? The name of the game is clean, effective punching. Where is the clean, effective punching? And also they said this guy was a master boxer. Usyk had to get past the jab. He had no issue getting past the jab. There is no jab. It's just a backhand.
He slipped the jab in the first exchange of the first round.
All right, so here's the stiff arm. Look, more stiff arming. This is the only reason Usyk isn't able to close his range and hit this guy, because this guy's stiff arming him. He just puts his hand, his palm right on the top of his head and runs away. Disgusting. There's that left straight to the head, right? He slips it. And again, this isn't Usyk at his best. I think Usyk was overtrained for this camp, and that was probably part of Fury's plan. Boom, that shot hits him. That slips through. It's a left hand from Usyk that lands right through. Usyk is stalking him. This is a long uppercut from Fury. It lands. It's not super solid, but it did land, and he somehow got the knuckles in there, right? The way he swooped in it, real long, right? See, that lands. It's probably one of the better punches he landed in the fight. Usyk coming forward. That shot is blocked. I don't know. This guy put it in the highlights. There's an arm punch, people, back punch, whatever. That shit don't count. But I bet you people counted it. That punch is blocked. There you go. He blows his nose. Nothing landing except for what? That one punch. There was one shot that landed from Usyk there. Tyson Fury. This is all blocked, all missing, all blocking. He does a little dance after he misses and gets everything blocked and everything misses. But he's dancing. He shoots him for a fucking hold. Look, here's the headbutt. Look at that. He sneaks that shit in there. Look at that. He snuck that in there. Usyk comes in. Here it comes. He's getting ready to do that headbutt, right? He snuck that. Well, he does it here. Boom. High guard, sneaks in. Bam. Hits him with the elbow. That's probably where he got the cut, right? And look, the ref's like, oh, it's an accident, right? That's accidental. There's that uppercut. Did that even land? I mean, let's see. I mean, Usyk is coming in. He's having to chase this guy pretty much. Smaller fighter chasing the bigger man. That is ring generalship. I don't even know if this landed. Did you see this, Bob? Does that look like it landed to you? Because
it looks like it was a glancing blow. It doesn't look like it landed. If it landed at all, I think it got caught on his arm. Honestly.
It's such a weird punch. I mean, it might have slipped through a little bit. It definitely wasn't a hard punch, but we'll say, yeah, look, Fury landed an uppercut. There's kind of a sweeping right hand there. And people fall for this. You know, he does all this posturing, so they think he's winning. I mean, this is at most a glancing, grazing punch. This right hand is grazing. Look, this is nothing. Look, he barely even notices it. Oh, his hands are up. He's winning. Right? All backhands. There's a right straight. Is this landing? Because again, people get misled. They see these things as you see the backhands. There's a backhand. This one we can't honestly say it landed because we can't even see it. The angle is all wrong. Look, Usyk is doing this thing with his hands. I don't know what this means. I don't know if it landed.
He's saying, "Come on, come on."
Yeah, I'll say it landed. Maybe it landed. I don't know. I can't. Not the angle's terrible. There's a body shot. There's a left straight. The right hand to the side that is blocked. Tyson Fury, more stuff right here. You see that? You see this? I'll show you this. This is interesting. The left hand lands from Usyk. Is this slow motion still? I hope I have this in slow motion. Let me see. I'm gonna put this in slow again. Did I have it normal or?
No, you have it on slow.
Okay, we'll see this just as slow. Let's see this. Okay, so we see this. This is the flick that does not land. This is a backhand that is blocked. Usyk's got him trapped. Automatically ring controlled. The ring general is Usyk here. He's winning. There's a straight left to the body that lands. Here's a right that is blocked by Fury. Fury does a little dance because he blocked a punch. Oh, it's so impressive. I blocked. And keep in mind, Usyk is being nice not to smash his face while he's doing this stupid shit. He could punch him in the face right now. Look at this. Guess what, people? You see this shot here? That's a smack. It's nothing. But it doesn't matter because, look, when he threw it, he was holding the ropes. So even if it landed, it's illegal. You're not supposed to hold the ropes and punch. You're not. It's against the rules of the sport.
Stabby, the judges probably scored because boxing is one of the most corrupt sports.
Yeah, people are corrupt. Everything
in the world.
Everything people touch becomes
There's so
corrupted.
much money riding on these bouts. It's almost foolhardy to bet on
and
any of them.
Look at this guy. Look at Usyk.
Because the robberies are very real. And if Usyk had slipped up even just a tiny bit where they could have legitimately given this to Fury, they would have. Even though we are how many minutes into this highlights reel and we have seen maybe 3 actual punches from him.
This shot, actually, you guys see here, there's a right hand. The right hand lands right here. Right there's left hook to the body. Look, even as high as this motherfucker's trunks are, because these trunks are like illegally high. They're, like I said earlier, they're over his ribs. They're over his entire fucking stomach. Look at Usyk's trunks in comparison. This guy's trunks are over. Like, we have a video I made it months ago. I told you earlier. It's called Urkelgate. I talked about this. Tyson Fury wears his trunks in outer space. I need that short circuit clip where they're like, you ever seen Short Circuit, Bob?
We've seen it together.
I don't think so. But it says, well, kick, the guys talk about they kick people's balls into outer space. Yeah, it's pretty funny. See this. It's that right hook that sneaks through. The left hand leaks through a little bit. Tyson Fury's guard there through the middle is not as tight as Usyk's. Usyk knows how to do a little better. There's a body shot, big body shot there. You could tell. You see the body ripple. See this left. That boom. It got him bent over from that one. Sorry, people. We're going to be getting out of here soon because it looks like Bob is turning into a pumpkin. It is pretty late. But I wanted to get this video out.
Do me dirty like that, foo.
I'm sorry,
really?
Bob. I don't want to keep you up too late.
Wow.
These are all backhands, people. Even if they got through, they're illegal. You don't count them. There's that other straight left. It doesn't look like it really landed. Usyk, he's got the right idea, but he's not throwing any feints. This right hand from Fury is blocked. I don't know if Usyk landed anything there. I'm going to try to get through this quicker so we can wrap this up. Look at this. Look at this. Look, Fury tries to throw a left backhand. Now he's throwing left hand backhands. He eats that. It looks like Fury ate the right hand there. Did it look, Bob? Looks like that didn't land. Usyk, no, he didn't eat it. No, they all missed. Every punch missed in this exchange.
Yeah.
There's a backhand.
That's a slap.
It looks like it all missed, everything. Usyk's closing in, so even if everything's missing, guess who's the ring general? That didn't land. Fury missed. Big overhand left from Usyk misses. Usyk is trying real hard. Look. The bigger man is just running his ass off. Because look, Usyk's just like, he's constantly having to chase this moving target. So he takes his foot off the ground, trying to get a little more range on that. The technique's not great, but I mean, the guy just keeps moving. And now look, Fury's getting cut off. This is a ring general here. This is obviously a Usyk round. So look, see, he does the sign of the cross. Usyk there. These are 2 shots from Fury. There was that big reaching uppercut. I think we just saw that earlier. It looks like he's repeating. The guy who put this together is repeating these highlights. Yeah, there's the reaching. I told you he landed it with looks like he landed it with the knuckles. Long reaching punch.
So for those in the comments, that is a punch. That is a scoring punch.
Yes. All right, so let's slow this down. I want to have this too fast. Just give me 1 second. Okay. All right, our dogs are barking. All right, give me 1 second. I just want to slow this down a little bit. All right, here it is. All right, so Tyson Fury with the flowery dress is moving away. It looks like he landed a backhand. Look at this, straight up backhand. Now I guess we score backhands in boxing. This is a straight backhand. This is not a scoring blow. Just for people who don't know, this is a fucking illegal blow. And he swoops his smacks. All smacks this guy throws. All back, multiple backhands. He throws like a touch to the body. This is why I called it when I watched it. They're touches. They're not big punches. He's not loading up. There's a left hook to the body from Usyk that actually lands. It's a heavy blow. You can tell there's an uppercut from Fury. It does not look like it landed, really. And if it did, it was not clean. There, look, this is on the gloves, it looks like. But people, they watch this and they think this shit is all scoring. Once again, this guy, these are the highlights in his. This is the highlights. This didn't land. This did not land. I don't know what happened there. Did this land? I don't even know. I don't even know. It doesn't even look like it landed. But we'll say it did. Right hand. Again, Usyk closing the range. Pawing in, you know, kind of like there's lots of feints. There's that low blow. Big old low blow. At least he showed it. He put that in the highlights. You got to put that in there. People got to keep in mind, if Usyk is stupid for not complaining. He should have complained, because in reality, like, he was compromised in this fight because he had been hit with so many low blows. And anything, to me, when you hit a fighter low so many times, basically any work that you do after, I got to call into question, because would you got this work done if it wasn't for all the illegal punches that you landed? Because he's taking Usyk's legs away now. He's eating up his gas tank. And also, this guy didn't include all the low blows. There was loads of low blows before this moment. This is the moment when Usyk called them out. But I remember before this moment, there was like 8 other low blows. So we're not going to see all of them in this. Boom, that's that big low blow. Referee didn't say anything. I mean, this is a fucking intentional low blow. And he was training the ref. You notice, Bob? He was hitting Usyk with these borderline low blows. They were clear low blows. And then he landed like the atomic low blow. And it's to give the impression that, oh, that one was an accident. Because, oh, I'm going to the body and I just skimmed low a little bit, right?
Yep.
Okay, we got Tyson Fury throwing a left, whatever the fuck that is. It's like a left smack. I mean, come on, this ain't even a punch. But there's another low blow attempt. That looked like that was a low blow to me. Look at this. Here we go again. He probably thought that was a fucking legal blow. Look, the belly button's at the top of the belt line. It's right around there. This is like a hip punch, like a borderline low blow there. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And there's more stiff arming. So uppercut that misses. There's multiple blocked shots on the gloves, you know, on the arms. He's pushing his head. You know, you're not supposed to do it. There's another low blow. You know, he can just do whatever he wants, right? Boom. That's a low blow. This ain't a body punch. This was probably around the time Fury was actually, Usyk, you could tell he had lost some of his sharpness because of the low blows. What is this? Jab, the backhand. He's big on the backhands and a straight right hand. The right hand did not land. The backhand did. Oh, I got to slow this down. It's too fast. Sorry, people. That looks to be too fast. It's hard. I hate these angles. Some of these angles are really poor. There's a backhand. There's 2 backhands. The first one lands, but it doesn't count. Even though it landed, it's not a legal blow. There's a right hand that does land from Tyson Fury. Look like an actual legal blow. Again, he mixes up the illegal with the legal. Those were both blocked. There's an arm. Those are 2 arm punches. The right hand at best was maybe a partial, but it looked like they were both blocked. Again, I wish this guy would show the rounds, right? He's not showing any of the round. He's not putting the round on the screen. Look, all stiff arm there. All fucking stiff arming. Usyk closing the range, ring general, just controlling Tyson Fury, putting him where he wants. This is another attempt at a low blow. He missed it. I think this is around the time Usyk created the pocket, started fighting him at mid-range. There you go. Weird highlights. The guy's not showing many punches landing. It's a lot of pawing from Usyk. Tyson Fury using a lot of movement to avoid that pawing. It's sapping his gas tank. I think there might have been a right hand that landed in there from Tyson Fury. There's two paws. He's kind of a pawing. He might have landed this one. I don't think it landed, actually. Look where his fist is. It's at the very bottom. If it did land, it was a body punch. It looked like it was a head punch, but I think it was to the body. Yeah, it was a body punch. There's an uppercut that does land. That was the best punch that Fury landed in the whole fight. But what they didn't show you is all the low blows he landed before that. The guy that made this didn't show all the low blows. There's the arm punch right there. Lands on the elbow. A lot of it is blocked, you know. It's the people don't count partials. Like, they don't really look at partials anymore. I think this maybe might have landed. No, I mean, this looks like this was blocked. It's just weird that this is all the punches that people saw. Like, they see these as the highlights. Like, why not just show the punches that actually landed? You see two partials. Tyson Fury rolling well, but he's getting hit. There's a right hand. There's a cuffing shot. This one, the right one, might have been the only one that really landed. It's a right hand. The other ones are partials. It's a left hook from Tyson Fury. Wonder which round this was.
I mean, judging by the timestamp on the video that we're watching, we have to be like in the middle rounds at least.
Yeah, these two punches missed. But he called these store, and I already showed you guys when you see this stuff with the fucking audio, people are misled. We'll do that one more time because it is getting late. I don't want to be here for like 20 years. We're going to listen to this right now. I'm going to show you this. These two shots missed, but let's listen to it. And you hear those two sounds? People hear that, they automatically think the shit landed. Tyson Fury with more antics. You know, he puts his hand behind his back. They think he's winning the rounds. Look, holding the ropes. Again, those are illegal technique. You don't get scored for that. You lose points for that, you know? You're not supposed to do that. It's another illegal technique. You don't hold the ropes. Hold the ropes and throw punches is a no-no. Look, he builds leverage, you know? They're one of the reasons that's illegal is because you build leverage off it. It's just an illegal technique. And when you see that, the referee should have been calling that. This is once again why I say this referee was a piece of shit.
Well, we now know that it's the same ref from the Horn Pacquiao fight, where he did a lot of this nonsense.
And you see the way that Fury loads up on this punch using the ropes. Watch this. Look, he loads up with it. Boom. He pulls on it. Boom. And he comes back with that left hand. That's not a scoring punch. That's an illegal blow. That shit should have got him a point taken away. So there was an uppercut that landed. I think this is the only round that Fury won in the fight. In my book, this was the only one. And he did a lot more illegal stuff. This guy's not showing all of it. Obviously, this is a 12-minute video. This is all missing. Basically, everything here is missing from Fury. I mean, what is this? What is this? Yeah, this is when Usyk's gassing a little bit from all from the many low blows. Not much really landing here. This is when Tyson Fury, like I said, was edging into the fight because of the low blows. This is straight left from Usyk. It's a left to the body. I don't know if you can really see it perfectly. There's a right uppercut from Fury that lands. Again, I mean, you could tell that at this point in the fight, Usyk was gassing. And why? Because he had eaten so many low blows. Fury hadn't been eating a single low blow. I mean, you're hitting guys low like this. It only takes one to really fuck you up. There's a straight left hand. It's, right in the face. This one of the cleanest punches you see in the fight. Fury lands these questionable shots and a lot of glancing shots. Nothing too solid a lot of times with the fingers, back of the hand, you know. There's no flat and no flicking back of the hand. There's a shot on the arms. There's another shot that misses from Fury. There's a left hook from Usyk that's partial because Fury did a decent job bringing the elbow down. The left hook. There's a straight left hand from Usyk that does land. He tried to lift him with that uppercut. It looks like it might have been glancing at most. There's a jab that does land. Straight left hand that does not land. Fury doing a decent job rolling. rolling with it, right? Again, you know, Usyk was landing the cleaner, more effective punches, the real punches. And yes, they're showing Fury in this round landing some punches. He did land punches in the fight, some. But for the most part, it was all Usyk. He was controlling him. Ring general, most rounds was Usyk. These are all blocked punches. All of them. People probably watched this shit and they thought, wow, so good. But, you know, look at this. That might have been partial on the glove. That actually did sneak through a little bit. That right straight from Usyk popped Fury's head back. It's like a grazing shot from Fury. Right hand. There's kind of flick. He flicks that fucking hand out there. There's a straight left hand that rocks Fury just straight to the face. Solid. These are all at the most glancing, but they don't look like they landed. Kind of look a little like smacks. It looks like that's a kidney punch from Fury. Calling it out quick. There's a right. It looks like a right shot to the body. There's a big right hand from Usyk to the body of Tyson Fury. It comes in blocked on the glove. You can tell Usyk is all gassed out. Right hand that made the jello on Fury's body wiggle. That's a low blow right there. It looks like that's a low blow from Fury. Guy, you know, he's at 12, but he don't want to. I'm gonna make a video on this one day showing all these low blows. You see the response from Usyk here, huh, people? You see it? You can tell. Like I called it. That's a low blow.
Well, you can just see by where his wrist is.
But look at the body language. This guy clips through it quick. Look at Usyk how he disengages and he brings his hand out. You could see he was gonna bang his side. He's gonna say, "Dude, he hit me low again," and he was doing it the whole fight. It was all low blows. It's a grazing shot. Grazing. There's a nice left hand. That's a real shot. You see? And Fury does his dumb face because that shit hurt. Now Usyk steps in, punches with Fury. Right? He punches with him, throws that lead. Right. You saw it a second ago. Let's see it again. Here he comes in. Boom. Left hand. Right hand's just a setup for that left. Here he goes. He's going to step in with this right hand. Boom. He punches with Fury. That shot that Fury threw looked like a low blow to me. But we'll see. It looks like, yeah, this borderline low blow from Fury. Usyk steps in. Both men punch at the same time. Usyk lands a right straight. Fury
Davi, did you see the result of the blood sample comeback? Or have they not announced that yet?
Usyk pressing the pace. People, it's always the ring general if you're pressing the pace. You're pressing forward. There's a left straight to the body, it looks like. There's a left, a little touch to the body from Fury. Not clean. There's a nice straight left hand to the face from Usyk. Again, people, it's just Usyk was doing two things. He was the ring general, and he was landing the cleaner, more effective punches. What do you think so far, Bob?
About what?
About what we're doing here.
I mean, I think that it's relevant in the context of having a more educated fan base.
Yes, we're trying to educate people in that all these punches don't count, and some of them are very illegal. There's a right hook from Usyk. You could see, obviously, this guy is missing loads of stuff because you could see Tyson Fury, his face is all busted up, and we didn't see any of the stuff that caused it. He was eating a lot of punches. I mean, look at that face. Look at this. Boom! We saw that one. Nice punch. Nice shot there. Guys exchanging shots. Fury got the worst of basically every exchange in this fight. There's more illegal stiff arming. Usyk trying to piece his body up, not using really any feints, lateral movement. Fury completely off balance when he throws this right hook. Guys tying up. There's an uppercut attempt from Fury. Looks like a body shot. Look, multiple illegal shots from Fury. Not a single one of these count. Look, got his hand hooked around the back of the head. That's an illegal technique, and he's throwing hooks while doing it. None of that shit counts. Very illegal. The left hand does not land. There's another all missing. He looked like he landed a right hand a little bit before that. Left hand right misses. Pressure. The pressure is from Fury. I mean from Usyk here. It's pressing. I'm looking to see. There was a body shot over here. I want to see if that lands. Okay. That looks like that might have been a partial. There's a backhand attempt from Fury. Yeah, see, I don't know what that was. Like, the angle is terrible. I wish they would have better angles for this shit.
And we were commenting on that during the fight as well. Like, who decided on these camera angles? We spent some time looking at the rope, looking at the back of the
See,
ref.
when Fury goes like this, when you see Fury bend his knees like that, at this point in the fight, you got to assume it's a low blow. Because this is the way he was doing it. He would bend his knees and he would try to get and punch Usyk in the nuts. So I'm going to assume that this was an attempt at a low blow. Like, watch. The way he bends his knees, real low, and here comes a shot. We don't know where it is. I just don't know where it is. I don't see the fist. Yeah, so I can't really judge that shot. If really, I would assume it was an attempt at a low blow. And it's on the gloves. The dude probably has very heavy hands. I mean, he's like got 30 pounds or something on Usyk. It's that left straight. Lands. I mean, we don't have to go through this whole thing. I mean, we kind of get the idea. Usyk is landing the cleaner, more effective punches. I was just shocked when I watched it, what people said. They tried to make it like this was such a competitive fight, when in reality, it kind of wasn't. I mean, yeah, it's sort of competitive, but it's like a competitive, dominant fight. You see these sometimes. The other guy, you know, he does decent, sort of. He's getting some work done, but he's not landing the kind of shots that boxing is scored on. He's just hanging in there. You know, every once in a while he'll land a low blow. He'll land a decent shot every once in a while. He's respectable. You got to respect him. You can't just run him over. But he's not winning the rounds. He's not doing enough to win the rounds. They're boom, left straight, rocked. You know, these are the big shots. I wish, again, it's like, what the fuck? Like, what kind of angles are these? There's a short right hand that hits Fury in the face right after that left. There we go. Fury's face is all busted up. And these are from punches. Unlike the shit that's happening to Usyk with headbutts and all that. There's nice left hook around. This is before he even like got him with that big shot, right? Possibly. Or maybe they didn't show it. This looks like this is the moment when he was hurt. No, it actually isn't. Isn't that crazy? This is the moment when he got hurt. So like people, I told you, like this guy was getting fucked up. He was getting hit with the clearer, harder. Once again, Usyk was pressing forward all night, and he was landing the cleaner, more effective punches. People were scoring these many illegal shots from Fury. I mean, did the guy even throw a jab in this fight? It was just all illegal. This is him getting murdered, basically, in this round. Almost killed. He's very lucky the referee saved him, because if you notice when you watch this round, what happened is that this guy was dropped. The rule in boxing is that if you're not intelligently defending yourself, and well, one thing that can happen, if you're not intelligently defending yourself, the fight can be stopped.
You could die.
That's one thing that could have happened here.
These rules protect the fighters from taking unnecessary and unrecoverable damage.
Yes, but what happened here is the rule is that, look, if the guy gets hit real hard and he falls, and the only thing that's holding him up is the ropes, you got to stop the action and call the 8 count. What happened here is the referee didn't want to basically, I guess, put the points on Tyson's record there, right? He didn't want to get it where it's counted as a knockdown, so he let it ride out a little longer. And when he saw that Usyk was going to lay him out, that's when he stepped in, right? And I also, there's a case to be made that Fury was dropped 3 to 4 times here, but that usually would never happen, because look, another thing that would have happened probably is that if the ref would have followed the rules, Fury would have hit the ropes, he would have got his standing 8 count, and then they would have continued fighting, right? And then he would have taken a chance on possibly being knocked out, because they would have gone right back, right? They would have stopped him, actually would have hurt him, because what Fury's doing right here is he's tumbling around really fast, falling everywhere, and he's allowing him to do it. He should have been stopping the action. If he did stop it, he'd do the count. They come back together. Usyk might have dropped him again. So the multiple points might have happened. Or he would have been dropped, like straight up dropped on the floor, because Usyk would have got that small breather. There's a lot of things that could have happened here, but what the ref was doing is he was trying to let Fury not get this point. And what happened is that Usyk was right about to knock him out. And that's when he stepped in. He was like, oh, shit. Because people, remember, they have to have that rematch. There's that rematch clause, right? Mm-hmm. There you go. Fury eating that big straight left hand. Look at him. Look at that silly skirt. And the Fury fanboys were crying. Bam. Straight left hand. This is when he's getting. Was the destruction of Tyson Fury. This guy had ducked Usyk for forever, man. And then he supposedly got cut Push the camp even further. This overtrained Usyk just comes over here and basically had this guy. Referee pushes him away, grabs his arms, get out of here. And he gave Fury a good amount of time here, too. Give him a lot of time. This is definitely a lot more than a 10 count. Or, I'm sorry, not a 10 count, but an 8 count. He kept waiting and waiting and waiting. Round number 9. Usyk overcoming all the low blows and the cheating and almost lays this guy out. Big straight left hand right into his fucking face. What do you think about this, Bob?
I mean, it was clear the night of. It's clear now. I don't understand how this was confusing.
I don't understand. Like,
ambiguous.
people were saying the shit was tied. They're like, oh, it's 6-6. Dude, we gave him. I mean, I could have been generous and tried to give him some more rounds, but dude, you guys saw it. You saw the backhands and all that shit.
Yes, Davi. We watch women's boxing. We watch kickboxing. We watch Muay Thai. We watch. We like combat sports.
Yeah,
we
mostly what we
watch bare knuckles.
I watch a lot of BKFC. I watch the UFC.
I really like the bare knuckles.
I have
not seen a bare knuckles card that I've been disappointed in.
Yeah, they're usually all good. All right. All right, so we got Usyk coming in for the kill here. He's getting ready to knock Tyson Fury out. If anybody remembers, Tyson Fury actually was in survival mode in the 10th round as well. In pure survival mode. It's a nice straight left hand to the body. I think Fury, that was really for Usyk, that really was the place to go. But he didn't go there much because I think that the threat of the uppercut. But once again, you got to use the head movement and you have to use the feints. That's how you get in there without risking the uppercut. Tyson Fury again using the ropes. Nothing there. A lot of slapping bullshit. He circles off to the right. Still trying to survive. There's that left hook. I mean, Usyk really needed to be watching. He's just being a little wild here. There's that back punch from Tyson Fury. Nothing. It don't land. Grazing maybe at most. Not clean. Tyson Fury trying to land. There's a backhand from Tyson Fury. Does not land. There's a sweeping smack. Usyk landing a big right hand. Backhand from Tyson Fury does not land. There's a straight left and a right hand from Usyk doesn't land. Tyson Fury basically turning his back on Usyk. Did you see that, Bob?
I did.
Should have got another warning possibly. Usyk just closing in. It came to the end of that round. I mean, it was an absolute beating. There's not much to say. I mean, it's the biggest moment of the whole fight. There's Usyk stepping in. It's like lands a left hook. He was smothering his work a lot, as I called in our telecast. It was when he got to mid-range is when Tyson Fury was in big trouble, because a lot of this stuff is actually hurting Usyk. He's not fighting at the best of his abilities. He's smothering a lot of his work. He's allowing Tyson Fury to land the low blows and the uppercut when he comes in this close. Later in the fight towards what was it about? What is it, Bob? Like,
I think this is round 10.
It was like the 7th. Actually, not. It was around the 10th or so. Somewhere. Actually, it was before that. It was around the 8th is when Usyk was fighting at a mid-range, and he was blitzing in. He was like blitzing in his right hands, and that's really what he should have done. Even though Tyson Fury has longer arms, he's not a sharpshooter. There's a semi-low blow there from Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury never had a ramrod jab or a ramrod straight right hand. People think, oh, well, he's got all this reach, but a nice right hand from Usyk. As you can see, Tyson Fury landing nothing solid. Just there's some more backhands. There's that nice straight right hand. Usyk steps in with it. Tyson Fury landing, I don't know what. It looks like maybe a body shot to see. Like I said, look, Tyson Fury is a very long guy, but he doesn't have pinpoint accuracy, and he doesn't have a jab. He never had a jab. He's never had a great jab. It's always been a backhand. It's illegal. And I never saw him throw so many backhands in a fight ever till this one.
Stavi, I think that Clarissa should not be able to fight a man because it would give her brain damage, probably.
Yes.
Or kill her.
That lady's
There's a reason that men don't fight women.
That lady's trying to set back women's sports, man. She should just go fight a tranny. I mean, you want to get it done, just go fight a tranny, lady.
I mean, that is fighting a man.
Just go fight a juiced up woman who's taking male hormones and see how that works out.
Oh, I thought you meant like a male to female.
Like
a female to male.
No, like a female to male kind of tranny. Go fight one of those juiced up women and see how that is. All right. Well, I mean, we're not seeing a ton of landed punches here. I mean, I don't think this guy showed. I mean, look. If we're showing actual like legal shit, obviously this guy cut most of Tyson Fury's dirty shit out. And what you're noticing is that there's really nothing coming from Tyson Fury for most of these highlights because most of this shit was illegal. All right, that uppercut from Tyson Fury clearly did not land. Usyk stepping in, pressuring him. Ring general Usyk. There's that left hook. Bam! Just right on the fucking chin. Has Tyson Fury landed anything like that? No, he didn't. He very rarely landed anything legal of any significance. Usyk just watching him like, bro. He's like, bro, you trash. There's a smack from Tyson Fury inside of the glove. Bam, that ain't the inside of the gloves. That's too small. That's the too large knuckles. What you want to land. Look at that look on Tyson Fury's face. There's a grazing jab. Tyson Fury's shot is blocked, and he comes in and hooks him. You know, he grabs him. We're coming to the end of this this highlight reel that this guy's created. Tyson Fury's exhausted, it looks like. And that, keep in mind, people, this is after not receiving low blows the whole fight. I mean, Usyk ate more than 8 low blows in this fight. Big low blows. Tyson Fury doing a decent job there. He's going for another attempt at a low blow. It looks like he landed with the thumb area of the glove. Backhands, swoop around, grabs him behind the head. Was he trying to land some fucking illegal shit, right? Oh, back of the hand from Tyson Fury. I don't want to keep repeating it. Right on the nose of Tyson Fury with the left hand. Tyson Fury looks like he's taking a deep breath there. There's another backhand from Tyson. There's a right hand. One of them leaked through, it looked like. It was like a hammer, but nothing on it. There you go, right on the arm. That shot came through. Tyson Fury landed a right hook. He's got that determined look in his face, Tyson Fury. He's trying to swoop around. This is the inside of the glove. It's a big old smack from Tyson Fury. He got a big smack, huh? It's a good smack, but you would never. Smack. But you wouldn't really score that as a punch,
as
now,
Sean Connery would say.
Why? Yeah, exactly. He landed a big smack. People say, "Oh, well, that's a big punch." No, it's a closed fist, people. That's how the sport is scored. It's with the closed fist, with the knuckles.
Yes, Tavi, because I respect the dedication. We respect the dedication you have to put in, the training, the years of your life that you have given to this sport to get to this level. I don't think it's necessary to wind up in a Muhammad Ali situation, right, with pugilistic dementia. You know, if we can ensure that it's a competitive, exciting, compelling match where unnecessary harm is not caused, I think that is what we should do, right? If we're fans of the sport, we want the best of the sport. We don't want to see potentially great fighters flame out earlier in their career because they're doing asinine nonsense.
Well, what, the backhands and all that shit?
Just dangerous shots, dangerous, weight cuts, all of the above. Stavi was saying that we're very safety first. And that's true. The rules exist to protect the fighters.
You know what I wish? I wish I could watch the entire fight on here in its entirety, like to see the whole thing, and I do punch by punch. This was what somebody considered the highlights of the fight. For me, the whole fight is a highlight. It's all, the whole thing is a story. That sounds kind of weird what I just said, right? But does it, Bob? Is that stupid what I just said?
It's not stupid at all. Stavi is asking us to do a live on how we got into boxing and scoring fights and doing all of this.
I was born in the culture. I'm from Brooklyn. We all boxed. We all were into boxing from we were children. Our dad was into it. We just always watched boxing. It was the number one sport. And then later on, I got into MMA and all that. But yeah, boxing was always number one. There's a lot more there, a lot of more detail to that. But yeah, we would just all box. All me and my friends, my brothers, all of us.
And I lived overseas for a while, and while I was over there, I did kickboxing, and that's where I really fell in love with combat sports.
Yes, she did kickboxing. She kicks very hard.
I do.
Yes.
I would never kick you, though.
All right, purpose. So yeah, you would.
Not on purpose.
You'd probably break my damn legs. All right, so you guys see it. You see it. Usyk beat this fucking guy. I mean, look, people. We saw the supposed highlights. I mean, really, was he really doing that well?
I don't think he was. I don't think it was competitive. I think that there was a lot of flash that might have looked like a scoring punch if you were really caught up in the moment of the fight and if you were listening to the commentary and listening to the sounds of the gloves. But if you really watch it with an objective eye, you can see that many of those shots were illegal shots.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that those are illegal. That's the thing. They look at those shots, they think all that shit is like, look, you didn't barely throw a single legitimate jab in the whole fight. People told me over and over again how great this guy's jab is. They kept saying how, Usyk's going to have a hard time getting past the jab. Well, there isn't a jab to speak of. It's just all illegal backhands. So, after this fight happened, Tyson Fury made up a bunch of lies. And he said that that Usyk only won, you guys know this, because of some bullshit about the Ukraine and sympathy.
Yeah, that was so shitty. That was so shitty of him. Like, it's one thing if you say you disagree. It's one thing if you say, I thought I did enough to win. But to negate what the other fighter did is just, it's classless. And it's unsportsmanlike. And that's something that I fucking hate. I hate unsportsmanlike conduct. I do not go in for the shit talking. I mean, rivalry, fine. But, like, come on. We're not in middle school. Stop the bullshit.
All right, so we're gonna look at the comments a little bit before we get out of here. Sorry, people, we got into this super late tonight. Bob was reading all your comments.
Yes, we are married. We do watch women's boxing.
Wait, you're not into women's boxing? I'm not really into women's boxing.
We watch it though.
I actually like women's MMA a lot more.
Yeah.
Even I also like the women.
I like women's bare knuckles.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The women, the bare knuckles fight way better than female boxers. I think what it has to do with the core strength.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of them do like CrossFit and they actually train like wrestling. Like a lot of those female boxers you see in the bare knuckles, they are like MMA fighters.
They're ferocious.
They're like ex-MMA fighters.
I mean, I've not, but like bare knuckles in general, I feel like you have to like love this sport in a very specific way because I mean, as a woman, you don't want to get hit in the face a lot. Like that's a thing. And these chicks go in there and they are fucking ferocious. It's incredible to watch. So, I mean, I'm a big bare knuckles fan. There have been a number of cards where Fu wants to watch the whatever big fights happening, and I'm like, but there's a bare knuckles card on. Let's watch that instead. It'll be more interesting and less infuriating. Unfortunately, sometimes I get overruled on those.
All right, people.
Evenings.
We're going to be getting out of here in a minute. We want to thank you guys for joining us. It is crazy fucking late. I know Bob has to go to bed. We all got to go to sleep. We're in New York.
Time. Stabby, thank you for hanging with us.
We want to thank you all for coming on here.
Whole show.
Obviously, we're still trying to build this channel. We're trying to get people. Remember to subscribe to FUTV. I know I keep saying it. It's the greatest channel known to man, people. We're trying to get to 1 million subscribers by the end of the year. It's obviously going to happen. It's obvious. It's obvious. It's fucking obvious. Right, Bob?
Definitely.
It's going to fucking happen, isn't it?
It is.
It's going to happen. It's for damn sure.
And Stabby, you were asking about whether or not I have a channel. I have segments on FUTV that are varied.
Bob has a show called Bob's History Corner. She's working on it right now. It's going to be coming out soon.
And then we do like debate shows. We
cover
a lot of different topics.
Bob's very into fashion. She's going to be doing a fashion show. It might be some of it. Maybe might be on here, or it might be on her own channel. But yeah, she's working on some stuff. But yeah, the Bob's History Corner is going to be on here.
But
and,
my daytime job is demanding.
Well, she's a very good writer, so she can.
I don't have a lot of brain power left at the end of the day.
Yeah, she's gonna do real good. She's got a whole thing coming out. We got some friends who are gonna be getting on here too. They're gonna get on here too. They got some stuff. They're also writers and all that. They're very politically minded, so they're probably gonna be doing a lot of political stuff. Just fucking saying. This is the greatest channel known to man.
But it is a variety channel. We do cover a lot of combat sports because Fu and I are just big combat sports fans.
Yes.
We watch these fights anyway, so why not share them? But there are other components of this channel, so subscribe and stay tuned. We do FU Theater where we go through all sorts of different films. We do watch-alongs. There's like trivia. There's debate.
Yes. I'm actually going to be bringing trivia to the Foo Sports soon. Working on that right now. And we are bringing out a new episode of the Foo Theater. That's going to be the Reefer Madness. I keep bringing it up, but I'm still working on the trivia stuff. That's going to be coming out probably, possibly next week. I think next week, or possibly even this week.
For Memorial Day weekend,
yeah, it depends. Yeah, we're probably going to be bringing that out. And we got a ton of stuff we're working on. I got a lot of rescores coming. We're going to be doing the Marquez versus Manny Pacquiao 1. There's a couple of them we're doing. That's one of the big ones, because a lot of people said that Manny Pacquiao that it was a draw, and I don't know. We got to go back and look at that. At 3 knockdowns in a single round, it's kind of hard to get a draw in a fight like that. There's a lot of them, people. There's a lot of rescores we're going to be doing. And yes, the other one's Canelo, Lara. A lot of people are, there's a lot of debate around that. We're going to go back and we're going to do the Floyd Mayweather versus Oscar De La Hoya. I don't know if you guys ever watched our rescores, but yeah, it's going to be in that style, obviously. But we might actually have the trivia questions by then. So whoever wants to come on and win some prizes, we do give away prizes. Right, Bob?
We sure do.
We do. We're pretty awesome on here.
But it is. I'm gonna say it's pumpkin time. I have to.
It
get
is
up
fucking
in
pumpkin
3
time.
and 3 1/4 hours.
It really is.
My work day.
All right, people. We really wanted to point out the fact that a lot of people score illegal shots. The fact that they said this fight was as close as it was really shocking to me, because like I said, it was competitive in some ways, but it was dominant. It happens sometimes in boxing that a guy can sort of edge towards winning a round, but then he never quite gets there, right? Because Usyk not only was landing the harder, more effective punches, he was also pressing the action. So he was not only landing the harder punches, but he was the ring general. So he's got two things going for him. So when I see a guy like Tyson Fury, he's moving around, he's moving a little bit. He's getting pressed. He's against the rope. And then he's landing like a low blow and maybe an uppercut. And, a couple of touching shots, backhands. Like, come on. Like, it's not enough. It's not enough. It's really not. And he's not loading up on a lot of the stuff. To me, it's just not enough. And that's why our scorecard looked the way it looked. And when I look at this time, are we fucking crazy? Like, are we fucking fanboys? Is that what's happening here? Bob?
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Here's our scorecard one last time, people. That was our scorecard. If you can see it. Can you fucking see it? They can't see it, can they?
Nope.
Where the fuck is our scorecard?
I don't know. Missing in action.
Yeah, I have no idea where it is. What the F?
It's left. It's in bed. It's sleeping.
Let's see if we can find it. Where the F is my scorecard? Is it gone?
It is. It's
okay, give me 1 second. I gotta find this. I need to. I just have to do it. I know I have it saved somewhere on my computer. I think I know where it is. Give me 1 moment. Bob, bear with me.
I'm bearing with you.
Here it is. That's our scorecard. We're probably going to add a punch counter to this at some point so people get a better idea of it. Again, the guy, he had some close moments, but he's just not enough to win these rounds. A 6th round for Fury was a mess of low blows, but Usyk didn't do much in that round, and Tyson Fury landed the cleaner, more effective punches. But he also was the ring general. He was coming for, he's pressing Usyk in that round. But he also landed many, many, many low blows. If you guys watch our live play-by-play, I was like screaming when I'm watching this round, but I still gave it to Fury, even though I thought he was being a cheap motherfucker. You know that? All right, people. I feel like the weird green, I don't know, what is he, Irish? The weird green gypsy skirt has fallen on this. It's fallen. And it's kind of over, people. This guy got slaughtered. He didn't win much. He's kind of competitive, but he needed to be cheap in order to do that. And so here is Fury over here. Usyk just saying, get that fucking low blow out of here, bitch. Fury's like, damn, I thought I had you. If I would have just thrown a couple more low blows in there, I could have won. And there's Fury right there. He's feeling the pain of the not being able to throw low blows. Or is that Usyk feeling the low blows? I don't know. I can't make up my fucking mind. What do you think, Bob?
I think that that's an amazing exploding ketchup packet.
You think that's a ketchup packet?
I'm pretty sure it's a ketchup packet. They did not have the budget for a squid.
Why is she like so like no emotion at all? She's just a cold-blooded killer, isn't she?
That was Fader's inspiration for his ring walks.
It really is. All right, people. We're going to see you later, people. We'll see you soon on FUTV. Have yourselves a good night.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Have a good one. See you later, people.
Good night.
Your first mistake. Never underestimate the power of the human spirit.
Easy. Easy money. You need to calm down and freeze, and then we can talk about that. I don't know what happened. I don't know exactly what is going on, and so I don't have anything to say right now.
Judgment, I'll sue.
We need to have a talk about Vanderhoff. The fact is, he's the spot.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
The craziest rumor was everybody.
Picogram is.
Purchase your tracks today.
And now Mercer on Morrison in the corner. And Mercer's all over him. And Morrison in trouble. And Morrison goes down for the first time.
Not only is there a man in his cabinet, but the man is a midget.
Well, the lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Here come the pain! I took you off the fucking house!
Did I just say fuck you?
I beg your pardon. Hello?
Is this the cocksucker residence? I'm God and I've killed everybody. Now what?
You know, where I come from, the guys with guts, they do it themselves.
Come on, man. What if I just jumped on you and beat the dog shit out of you? Would that make you feel any bigger? I'm God and I've killed everybody. Now what? I'm God and I've killed everybody. Now what?
Vaya con Dios.
Out of the cage, man! Out of the cage, man! I'm reloaded!
Payday, you want pay?
Everything's a reflection of this.